A community is connections. We're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. Go to allofiber.com/ACP to learn more.
Following is a North Platte Post sports presentation. It's time for Bulldog Football on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM and live streaming video at northplattepost.com. Bulldog Football brought to you by Shelter Insurance, the Shelter Boys, Pete Bowles and Brent Rogo, Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course, Premier Toyota, and Sand Hills State Bank. Today's game also brought to you in part by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center, Great Plains Health, Great Plains Home Care, Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan, and the North Platte Public Schools. Now let's take you out to the field with play-by-play voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon, and color analyst Scott Carlson.
Welcome in, everybody. It's Bauer Field. Well, we're here at Bauer Field. It's not Bauer Field. We are here at Bauer Field. The last regular season home game of the year for the North Platte High School Bulldogs. That's right. I said last regular season home game because with a victory today, it is all but guaranteed that the Bulldogs will host a first-round home playoff game. If they lose, then it's fate in the air, and they could potentially not have a home playoff game. It's going to be something exciting to see, Scott Carlson. The Bulldogs coming in at 5-3 on the year on a 3-game winning streak, the highest it's been all season. Feelings are high, energy's high. Papillion-LaVista coming in at 4-4, just a few power projected points down. I believe about 4 power projected points down. Bulldogs have to take care of business today to guarantee a home playoff game. Right. They've already guaranteed a playoff spot, in my opinion, in terms of statistics. When I did the power projection math and all that stuff, they should be A-okay in that department. But it's going to be interesting to see if tonight they can guarantee that home playoff game for the second year in a row, Scott Carlson, if I remember?
That's right. Yep. They hosted last year. In fact, it might be the third because in 2020, everyone made the playoffs. So,
yes.
I think I think this would be the third year, if I'm not mistaken.
The potential third year in a row of home playoff football, and specifically with a new head coach new tenure in head coach with Kurt Altig, you'd have to say that's a huge accomplishment. So even though Coach was here already under a season under Coach Rice, coming into a new situation with a couple of fresh faces, getting into the playoffs and potentially hosting a first-round game and then upsetting Omaha Westside checks off your boxes for a great year.
Yeah, man, for sure. And, hey, if you're talking about the playoff picture, that game was huge in the realm of PowerPoints, which is what it all is all about. You can look at Pospistle's rankings. You can look at the, whatever you want. But it all comes down to those PowerPoints at the end of the season, and that was huge, jam-packed full of them game for us.
So Bulldogs have to get their job done today, and then if they lose, then you're hoping on Kearney to fall to Norfolk. But unfortunately,
we'll take that either way.
We'll take that. But the problem is,
number one, because it's Kearney.
It is. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
But the problem is, if the Bulldogs do lose and Kearney loses, Kearney would have the tiebreaker over North Platte because they got the victory over North Platte. So it all boils down to the Dogs need to get their job done. They get it done, boom, they get a first-round playoff spot. They don't get it done, fate's in the hands of everybody else. And also, we have Record Watch tonight, Scott Carlson. I've been informed that Caleb Kincaid has the potential today with 1 sack to tie the school record for career sacks at 30.
That's awesome.
And if he gets 1.5, he will now become the new record holder for the Bulldogs. And, why not do it on senior night and, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Night. Let's just get everything on the record book out of the way.
That's right. Yeah, let's just break some records, seal the deal on a home playoff game, and take care of all kinds of business.
Take care of all kinds of business, but we'll take a quick break and we come back. It is time for our Farmers Insurance Coaches interview, brought to you in part, of course, by Farmers Insurance agent Stephen Rhodes, who has the knowledge and expertise to help you better understand your coverage options for home, auto, renters, business, and more. When we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and hey, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always something right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Distinction is important. It helps you stand out from the rest. So why not establish yourself with exceptional personalization from Willow Creek Embroidery? Willow Creek Embroidery has moved to a new location with a bigger showroom and the same great service. No setup for new customers when ordering 12 or more apparel items. They can customize literally anything, and they are not just an embroidery shop. Promotional items, banners, cups, mugs, keychains, and even pens. Check out the new owner, Robert, and the crew at 1620 East 4th Street, Suite 120, right by the Garys.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience to handle every type of glass situation. Others say they have it, only Larry's can claim it. Experience. Find it at Larry's Glass in North Platte.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are MPPS. Come grow with us.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Hey everybody, this is Paxton Gordon. It's time for our coaches interview here on the Quick Stop Pre-Game Show. Of course, our coaches interview sponsored by Farmers Insurance agent Stephen Rhodes. Farmers Insurance agent Stephen Rhodes has the knowledge and expertise to help you better understand your coverage options for home, auto, renters, business, and more. Coach, man, oh man, 3 wins in a row, a season high, and it couldn't come at a better time. District playoffs just around the corner. Norfolk game wasn't the cleanest of games, you might say. Had a little slouch between the second and third quarter, but overall, how'd you feel the team played?
You know, when we went back and watched some film, we didn't really play as bad as we necessarily thought. We just had some key times in the game when we didn't necessarily put our best foot forward. We gave up 10 points off turnovers. If we take that away, the game's not really as close as it was. But it's good learning experience for us coming from behind and battling a tough team, and we're hoping to clean those things up and have a little better showing on Friday.
And it kind of shows just how the evolution of this team has come through because, against Papillion-LaVista South early on, you were trailing in that game after a fairly strong first half and then unfortunately faltered in the second half. But the team never gave up here in this Norfolk game and then came back with a huge fourth quarter, thanks to, of course, Brock Robley and that offense, dragging the team back into it and picking up a huge victory.
Yeah, it was that was a big victory for us. With that victory, we were able to, basically be in the playoffs. So we control our destiny as far as playoff-wise. We're hoping that, we come out with a little better showing and if all things go like they're supposed to and we get a win on Friday night, we should be hosting another playoff game the following Friday.
And you'll love to hear that, but how much of a kind of relief is off the bank to know that this team all but guaranteed themselves a place in the playoff seating?
It's nice to know that you're going to go another week. But like I tell the guys, all the time, you're a couple plays away, in these Friday night games from being practicing on Monday or checking your pads in Monday. So we need to make sure we continue our momentum, and as we, because it's not going to get any easier from week to week. We have a really good football team coming in, and after that, we'll be playoff bound, and they only take, the best teams for that. So it'll be difficult for us, but we're looking forward to the challenge and just getting ready to come out and play our Bulldog football.
Still see that renewed sense of energy through the team all throughout practice. Haven't seen really any dips, knowing that, again, as you said, the team made it into playoffs.
I think last week a little bit during practice, we might have been a little complacent where we were as far as our team-wise, but, we're refocused, and this week we probably had some of our best practices all year this week, which is, what we're looking for, and, we just got to keep that rolling.
Taking on Papillion-LaVista. They're coming into town, taking the long trek over, almost reverse opposites, except not playing Papio South, taking on just normal Papillion-LaVista. What does this team do so well in your early scouting?
You know what? They're really big up front, nothing new for us. And they have two, really good backs that have some good field vision and some decent speed. So, our job defensively is to bottle them up and then make them try to throw over the top to beat us.
That Norfolk game kind of had a little bit of some hiccups up front. As you said, Norfolk had as we've seen all throughout the season, a very big front four and offensive line. Kind of gave your team some hiccups. Seeing a team like Papillion-LaVista come in kind of same style, get another good benefit to see something similar back-to-back weeks?
It seems like the last few weeks we've seen a very similar style of offense. Run-wise, we've kind of done our part, stop and run games. Now it's our turn for our secondary to kind of buckle down a little bit. And that's our key, is to stop the run game, make them try and throw it, but when they throw it, we got to make sure we're there to make plays.
We're going to take a real quick break here on the Quick Stop pregame show. When we come back, it'll be time for our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the game with head coach Kurt Altig.
Want your business recognized where tens of thousands will see? The DNN Event Center is going digital. Become a valued sponsor of their nonprofit facility at gold, platinum, or diamond level and have your business appear on one of their new media screens today. The DNN is a locally owned nonprofit and the biggest event center in the western part of Nebraska, providing youth sports leagues for 3rd through 6th graders, able to host statewide sporting tournaments, space up to 70 pool tables, annual events, weddings, private celebrations, and very fundraiser friendly. The DNN Event Center.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
So much fun happens at Another Round. Mark your calendars for October 29th, where they'll have a Halloween costume contest and karaoke with Jack Jams from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Check out their Facebook page for more fun activities happening at Another Round. Remember Another Round for some amazing food, drinks, and keno. They're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Quick Stop pregame show. It is now time for our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the games. Owls Lock and Safe, securing North Platte and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. I want to start on the defensive side. Again, Bulldogs, the rush defense has been strong really all season. Teams that have really relied on their running game struggled against our team, but passing-wise against Norfolk, kind of tough with the dink and dunk, let a few of those get in. How are you looking to clamp down in the secondary and then overall defensively?
Well, we're getting a couple guys back from injury that haven't played the last few weeks, which that'll certainly help. And we're just going to come play our brand of football. What Papio brings, they're a very solid team, but it's kind of a scheme that we've seen for the last few weeks. So we're going to, again, try and clamp down on the run game and then just have our secondary maybe tighten it up a little bit this week and not make it so easy on those little, mid passes.
And then offensively, of course, still always Bulldog football has had its true success come through on the last half of the season. Any type of wrinkles, though, you're going to be throwing in as we're getting close to playoff play, or just still grinding out and ironing out all of the key details so that you're ready for when the playoffs come?
We really only have 5 plays that we run for the most part. The big wrinkles are, just kind of our blocking scheme up front, depending on what kind of front people are going to give us and where they line up. And then, again, they're, it's hard to take everything away. If they're going to put a bunch of people outside to stop our outside game, we're going to hand it off to number 42 times if we have to. And if they, try to stack some guys inside to take away that, then we're going to bring our outside game and get some speed on the edge.
That was head coach Kurt Altig here for our Quick Stop pregame show and our coach's interview. Coach, again, thank you so much. Good luck to you against Papillion-LaVista. We'll see you right after the game.
All right, thank you very much.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available too.
This fall, you're really going to be thanking Grandpa Gus as you get your RVs, boats, tractors, cabins, homes, airplanes, and shops ready for winter. Keep warmth-seeking damaging mice out. Grandpa Gus is a potent mouse repellent that comes in 10 or 4-pack pouches, a liquid spray, and now Larry's RV also has Grandpa Gus in powder form to sprinkle around area perimeters for even more mouse protection. Grandpa Gus pouches last 30 to 90 days, and it also freshes air while repelling. Stop in soon at Larry's RV and get your Grandpa Gus mouse repellent.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Want your business recognized where tens of thousands will see? The DNN Event Center is going digital. Become a valued sponsor of their nonprofit facility at gold, platinum, or diamond level and have your business appear on one of their new media screens today. The DNN is a locally owned nonprofit and the biggest event center in the western part of Nebraska, providing youth sports leagues for 3rd through 6th graders, able to host statewide sporting tournaments, space up to 70 pool tables, annual events, weddings, private celebrations, and very fundraiser friendly. The DNN Event Center.
It's the Quick Stop pregame show. We'll get you back to Bauer Field with Paxton and Scott here momentarily. Let's go around the area with high school football. We'll start with the playoffs in 8-man ball. Yesterday, games played, and the seeding is out for the second round or the reseed of the playoffs. They go east and west in the first round. That way, travel's not quite so bad. So the 16 teams in the west take on each other, and then the 16 teams in the east play each other. And then after we know those winners, they reseed the entire state, and we go everywhere. Let's start with the number 1 team in the state in Class D1. It's not just by rankings, it's by wildcard points. North Platte St. Pat's the top team in the state, and they will host Sandy Creek. Sandy Creek, who upset Sandhills Valley yesterday. That game will be in North Platte at Irish Field coming up, Knights Columbus Field rather, next Friday night. Also in D1, Highline will be at Elmwood Murdoch. Neely Oakdale will host Heartland. Riverside will host Summerland. It will be Ravenna at Stanton. Thayer Central hosting Nebraska Christian. Crofton at Clarkson Lee. And then Weeping Water will be at Laurel Concord. Yeah. Just one local team still in it in Class D1, and it's North Platte. St. Pat's the top team in the state. Again, they'll play Sandy Creek next Friday night in North Platte. All right, so let's look at Class D2. Their playoffs were yesterday as well. Same deal. This is the reseed, so these will be the matchups for next week. Do have a few teams from the greater listening area that are in D2 and will play next week. The top team in the state will be Howells Dodge. They're the number 1 seed. And South Loop from Arnold and Callaway. The Bobcats will head to Howells Dodge next Friday to take on the number 1 team in the state. Dundee County Stratton, they're 7-1 on the year. Their only loss to undefeated Hitchcock County. DCS will host Johnson Brock. That's a heck of a trip. That's got to be 5 or 6 hours for Johnson Brock to Binkelman next Friday night. Sandhills Thedford, they're the 5 seed. They will host Central Valley. I believe that's even a rematch from this year next week. BDS hosting Lawrence Nelson. Also in D2 for the playoffs next week. Why Not will host Twin Loop. Bloomfield will host Osceola. Ainsworth, their first playoff win ever yesterday, and they will host Elm Creek in the next round next week. And then the number 2 team in the state and the number 2 seed in Class D2 will be the Hitchcock County Falcons, and that game will be in Trenton next Friday night as they will host Humphrey St. Francis, and that's again got to be about a 6-hour trip for that ball game next week. So that kind of sets the field for D1 and D2 playoffs next week. Everybody else will get underway with the playoffs next Friday night as well. But let's look at regular season finale set for tonight in the 11-man classes and 6-man that'll finish up tonight. Here we go. All right, Class A. Of course, this is the game we'll have here on FM 98.1, 1410 AM, and you can watch at NorthPlattePost.com here momentarily. North Platte hosting Papillion-LaVista. A win tonight should keep North Platte at home to begin the playoffs next week. A loss would be a bubble for the most part and would likely be an 8 or a 9 seed. If they are a 9, they'll be on the road next week. So here's to a North Platte win tonight. Wink, wink. Class C1, Menden is going to be at Cozad tonight. Gothenburg hosting Broken Bow in Class C1. C2, Chase County is hosting Valentine. Hershey will be at home tonight against Amherst. I skipped around a little bit there. Let's go back to C1 here quickly. Shadron at McCook, and then Ogallala will host Holdridge in Class C1 tonight as well. Then let's finish up. Let's look at 6-man, all the 8-man games done. We previewed those playoff opponents for next week. Class 6-man, South Platte will host Potter Dix. That's going to be a tough one for the Blue Knights tonight, but best of luck this evening against Potter Dix. Juanita Palisade taking on Brady in Juanita tonight. Wallace is at Arthur County this afternoon. Probably should have a score update. If you should have a score update here momentarily on that game from earlier today. And then Creek Valley is at Garden County in 6-man tonight as well. So there you go. We've set the stage for the 8-man playoffs next week. We know who everybody's going to be playing. Now we're going to find out who wins tonight. The 11-man playoffs, 6-man playoffs all begin next week. I'm Derek Beck. Enjoy tonight's game. We'll go back to Bauer Field with Scott and Paxton next on the Quick Stop pregame show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop pregame show. They have 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Game time is just moments away on FM 98.1.
Mary is trying the new Philly-style Runza sandwich.
You know, Rocky was set in Philadelphia.
Wonder if he ever had a Philly-style Runza sandwich.
Yo, Adrian, I love these green peppers, onions, steak seasoning, and Swiss.
We should go do boxing later.
You haven't seen Rocky, have you?
Not at all. Been too busy eating the new Philly-style Runza sandwich. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
If your tranny starts to making sounds that you don't want to hear, if it's slipping and a sliding, won't go in or out of gear, call the transmission specialist, BG&S. You've got the very best four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, automatic standard too. BG&S Transmissions.
BG&S Transmissions. Free towing, free estimates, and all their work is guaranteed. Call BG&S in North Platte at 800-344-2427.
Swift Auto Center.
This is Joe from Swift Auto Center in North Platte. The Dogs play here. KWOQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Quick Stop pregame show from Bauer Field. The Bulldogs here on their last regular season home game of the year. It could be their second to last home game if you think about it. Or you just mute me right there.
Sorry.
If they win tonight, they will most certainly get a home playoff game. If they lose tonight, it's up into the air of the gods.
Right.
In
up
terms
in the hands
of
the Panthers.
That is right. Well, is that what they call it? The Panthers?
Norfolk Panthers?
Oh, yeah, good point, because they're playing Kearney. Yes. Sorry, I got confused
What
there.
did you think it was, like some term?
Yeah, I thought it was some term. But Bulldogs taking on the Monarchs from Papillion-LaVista, not Papio South we played earlier this year, but Papillion-LaVista. It is now time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Of course, brought to you in part by Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte. Double Dips also offers 24+ different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones, bowls, along with homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, they have available the ice cream trailer for outdoor events. Starting with the Monarchs, who are 4-4 on the year, starting at quarterback Octavian Pirtle, 180 junior. Braylon Morton at wide receiver, 165-pound senior. Owen Boquez, a 145-pound sophomore. Isaac Pamaran, 170-pound sophomore. Peyton Presto, 190-pound junior, playing running back. Jordan Barrientos, a 160-pound junior. And then Cale Johnson, a 180-pound sophomore at tight end, along with Eric Ingwerson, a 235-pound junior. Then on the offensive line, it's Cameron Hamilton, a 185-pound junior. Levi Widowson, a 205-pound senior. Cole Bader, 245-pound senior. Marcus Lorenzen, a 215-pound senior. And that'll do it for, and then Garin Malley, a 225-pound sophomore, and that is the starting lineup on the side of Papillion-LaVista. Scott Carlson, take it away for the North Platte High School Bulldogs.
Yeah, hey, happy to do that, Paxton. All right, your North Platte Bulldogs tonight on senior night. Final home game, as Paxton said, regular season home game.
Regular season.
Quarterback and defensive back for the Bulldogs, a senior, Colton Tilford, 170-pound sophomore. He plays, I said quarterback, wide out, you know what I meant. This is the quarterback, though, Caden Johnson, the 170-pound sophomore. You'll also see him playing defensive back, as you will see all these offensive guys on defense. Trevor Chrisman, the 165-pound senior, the 155-pound senior, Jackson Creel in the backfield on both sides of the ball. Xavier Albertson, you'll see him probably get his hands on the ball, the 195-pound junior, so make sure you keep an eye out for him. On the cusp of a record for North Platte High School, as Paxton said in the pregame show, that's Caleb Kincaid, the 220-pound senior, so we'll be keeping an eye on him to see if he can break that record tonight. Also for the Bulldogs, Eli Broman, the 175-pound sophomore. Hayden Brower will get his hands on the ball, the 170-pound senior. The big back for the Dogs, 195-pound senior Brock Robley. Harley Yenny, as we get into the meet, the 240-pound senior, a 225-pound sophomore Logan Chitty. Alex Gove, the 230-pound junior. Peyton Dimmitt, the 215-pound senior. And last but not least, the 210-pound sophomore Drake Ferris.
Up to kick for Papillion-LaVista, Ethan Watkins, with Eli Broman and C.J. Johnson deep to return for North Platte to start off the last regular season home game before district playoffs. About to get underway. The Monarchs and the Bulldogs, we are underway here at Bauer. It's a short kick that's going to almost bounce out of bounds. Picks up by C.J. Johnson at the 7. Cuts it to the outside. Now upfield, and he'll get stopped at around the 15-yard line. It was a smart idea to start with for C.J. Johnson, thinking it was going to bounce out of bounds, but unfortunately it still kept in a good Monarch bounce, and the Bulldogs will start their first possession of the game at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I got my heart rate up right off the bat there. A little indecisiveness. It looked, like you said, like that ball was going to go out of bounds. I think that's what C.J. thought as well.
Took a bad bounce, so now the Bulldogs will start inside their own territory at the 15. Caden Johnson under center with Brock Robley right behind him. Colton Tilford to the near side. To the far side is Hayden Brower. The Bulldogs in black jerseys today versus the white jerseys of the Monarchs. Robley off the right side, cutting upfield and breaks through one tackle. He'll get around 6 total yards, maybe 5, to start off for the Bulldogs, and that's a nice beauty of a start. He will get exactly about 4, second down and 6. One wide receiver to the near side is Landon O'Brien. Again, Brock Robley underneath. Again, black jerseys today. I don't want to be the bear knocking on wood. Alternate jerseys never spell goodness for any sports team, but the Bulldogs might buck that trend. Robley off the right side. Up the middle he goes. He's trying to push his way forward. And he'll get close to the first down marker. He might be just a yard short. That's a pickup of 4. We have a downed Monarch on the field. That Monarch on the field's number 55, Matthew Trummer, the sophomore, has yet to get up. He's on both his knees and currently in a lot of pain. Oh, he's holding on to his shin.
Right ankle, maybe.
Maybe right ankle as well. So we'll take a quick little break here for an injury timeout. We come back. We'll give you an update to that player right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we see it. Your drive to make a difference. Chart your own path. Create your own future. Through our diverse business and technology programs, the career you're considering is waiting for you. You can start a business, design a brand, connect the world. Your path at MPCC.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs tied here with the Monarchs to start the game. As I did my chair again, me and that chair are just never going to get right. Off the field goes Matthew Trummer, the sophomore defensive lineman. Put no weight on that right leg. As you said, Scott Carlson, ankle injury is what it looked like, so his night might be over. So it's 3rd down and a measly 1 yard for the Bulldogs here on their opening drive. Robley, up the middle he goes, bursts through with a hole, and he'll be taken down at around the 30-yard line. They're going to maybe mark him at the 29. And with that, a pickup, maybe a 4. Officially, it's going to be a pickup of 5 from Brock Robley and a first down for North Platte.
Yeah, there we go, and that's what you need. You're getting the production you want out of Brock Robley, 3-4 yards per carry, eating up that clock and moving the ball upfield.
That is what you like to see at their own 30 now. To the far side, Landon O'Brien, Robley behind Johnson. They're going to keep it with Johnson. He's going to pitch it to Tilford on the outside. Almost be brought down from behind. He shoots through one tackle, and up the field he goes. He'll shimmy his way down to around the 36-yard line. for North Platte, we have another injured Monarch on the far side of the field. Trenton Levicki off with the
he got
shoulder.
off the field, though.
Yeah, he did quickly, but that's a gain of 6 for North Platte. Second down and 4. Tilford almost looked like he was going to get tackled from behind, but broke that tackle for a big gain and gets it to actually a nice manageable second down. As now Johnson under center. In motion comes Tilford. Robley up the middle he goes. He's trying to push his way forward, and he'll fall down close to the first down marker. They're going to say he's a yard short.
Long yard.
Pick up. That's going to be a pickup of 3 from the Brock Monster himself. It's going to be a third and a long one. Coach Altsig in our coaches interview talked about how that line was very big for Papillion-LaVista as our...
They are. Yeah, they have not only size, girth-wise, but height-wise.
Yeah, they're pretty
well.
tall, too. So here comes Johnson under center. Motion comes Tilford. Robley off the right side. He's going to push his way forward and get a solid 3 yards. Actually, maybe 2. They're going to give him 2, but that's just enough for the first down. Bulldogs slowly but steadily eking their way forward as we're around 9:26 left to go here in quarter number 1.
Ooh, that scoreboard.
Is it
the
still,
time very unofficial as they're having technical
difficulties.
Goodness, here at North Platte High School.
Fortunately for him, the scoreboard not working at the moment. So now Johnson under center with Robley right behind him. 2 wide receivers to the near side, Kincaid and Landon O'Brien. Johnson pitches it out to Brower. Brower up the field he goes, but he's going to be tackled from behind. There on the stop is going to be John Brace on the side of Papillion-LaVista.
Great play by Brace. He was locked up in a block and pulled off of that block, made the stop. I thought it was a good block, but he was able to get off it. That's a nice
If that block didn't come through, man, Hayden Brower was looking to go quite a distance with that run, but it's a second down and 7 now for North Platte. At their own 44-yard line, under center is Johnson. In motion comes Tilford. Johnson trying to cut upfield. He goes back upward, and he'll get a gain of 2. And with that, make it a second down and 5. Interesting play call. Again, they were going to a motion with Tilford, but then he motioned into a single-eye formation, but Kane Johnson was going to have to cut it himself on the quarterback keeper. So it's third and a long 5 for North Platte at their 46-yard line. Landon O'Brien to the far side. Johnson's going to keep it. Pitches it to Tilford. He has some wide open daylight at the 50. And there's a flag on the
bigger
field.
Than life.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
As there was Landon O'Brien. Got called for the holding on the far
he
side.
Threw his arms up, but it was pretty obvious from any angle that you looked at.
Which is quite unfortunate because there was nothing in the secondary for the Monarchs. That's a killer for the Bulldogs. They would have picked up the first down and then some, the first penalty of the game for North Platte, and it comes at a worse time.
Yeah, it was just in one of those that's unnecessary, too. I think the play would have developed just as it did without the hold. I think one of those instinct things where I need to hold that block just a little bit longer.
And when that defensive back starts to turn, you got to let go. Unfortunately, O'Brien didn't, so now it's third and a long 10 for the Bulldogs here on their opening drive, now at their 41. Johnson under center with Robley right behind him. Tilford in motion. The pitch out to Tilford on the short field. Going to get some blockers. Trying to cut up field, but he'll get about maybe 3 on the carry. And with that, it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. On comes the punting unit. Just an unfortunate start to the series for North Platte as they have to punt it away on their opening drive, which again, they won the toss and elected to receive.
Right. Yeah, and moving the ball pretty good there the first couple of series, but great defensive play by Papillion-LaVista. Got to give credit. It goes back to Brace, I think, stopping. Obviously, the penalty was killer, but that was a big stop by Brace on Brown.
So now Colton Tilford up to punt with deep to return on the side of Papillion-LaVista. Braden Morton. Morton going all the way back to his 10-yard line, now at the 5.
Cover.
He's going to get put down at the 5-yard line for the Monarchs. They're first on the scene for North Platte, Jackson Creel.
Yeah, great punt coverage. A little bit, he had to really wait on that punt, like you said. Gave that coverage team lots of time to get down there, and a great tackle by Creel. An easy one to miss in those situations.
Of course, but an even better punt from Colton Tilford, allowing the Dogs, after that lackluster start to their first series, to pin the Monarchs deep in their own territory at their own 5. They're going to count it up to their 7, correction. So now in the pistol formation comes Pirtle. Pirtle stepping back, looking to pass. Going to be on that short little chop down block, and then he's going to be stuffed immediately there on the catch. Wow. Owen Bocaz. And down he goes. He'll pick up 1 yard, and there you go, Scott Carlson. I have to say,
Jackson Creel again right there on the coverage. I think Tilford there as well. Nowhere to go for the Monarchs.
Just a 1 yard pickup for Bocaz. And with that, good start to the Bulldogs defense, as now on the near hash. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, with the running back in being Prestito. Pirtle steps back and hands to Prestito up the middle, wide open gap, and he'll get to about the 21-yard line. That'll be close to a first down where they'll mark him. Oh, man, they're going to give him a generous spot. That is a first down after the 9-yard pickup from Peyton Prestito.
Yeah, just great blocking there on the right side of the line. Widowson there, also Jace Wheeler for the Monarchs just opened up a huge hole.
So here we go now, the 18-yard line of the Monarchs. First down in 10. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Pistol formation yet again with the running back being Prestito. Pirtle steps back. He's rolling to his left, looking. He's still looking, going to throw it on over the middle, and that's going to be caught around the first down marker. There was Isaac Pamaran, and he'll pick up 12, and with that, a first down for the Monarchs.
Yeah, man, just a strike delivered to broken coverage. There's Pamaran just sitting there waiting on that pass in the middle. Somebody missed an assignment for the Bulldogs.
First down and 10 for the Monarchs at their own 32-yard line.
Moving the ball, need a stop here.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Pistol formation, Prestito in at the backfield. Stepping back, Prestito going to catch it. Up the middle he goes, and he is stopped and thwarted immediately. There on the stop for North Platte, Dominic Descent and Carter Butterfield, the senior, getting the stop on Prestito, and he's going to lose 1 yard on the carry.
Butterfield coming off a huge game last week, too. We were calling his name all night long, so hopefully we're doing the same again tonight.
So now 2nd and 11 for the Monarchs at their own 31-yard line. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol formation, 1 tight end on the far line. Jimmy Pirtle throws it, short check down route just behind his wide receiver, who was not ready for the pass. The intended receiver, Waylon Amon, was the intended target, and with that, the first incompletion for Pirtle. So a 3rd and long for the Monarchs. Again, the passing attack looking better short for the Bulldogs here.
That pass not incomplete because of great coverage by the Bulldogs by any stretch. Like you said, a little bit behind the receiver, but again, a wide open receiver sitting there waiting on the route.
So it's now 3rd and 11 at the Monarchs' 31-yard line. Bulldogs looking to get a 3 and out. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pirtle, stepping back, looking to pass, looking, has some rushers. It's Kincaid. He's being chased. He's looking, still looking, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Watch out.
We're looking to see on that hit.
Careful.
Not late enough if you're a Monarchs fan. But with that, it's going to maybe be a pickup of 1. They're going to say 2 for Octavian Pirtle, and that is a 4th down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Great pursuit, of course, if you're tuning in, we're on record watch. Kincaid needs 1 sack to tie the high school record at 30. So Paxton, the stat man,
keeping an eye on that. But also defensively, great coverage, not allowing the Monarchs to get anything open downfield. So deep to return for North Platte. Looks to be Colton Tilford with onward to punt. Comes Morton. It's a wobbler towards the sideline. It bounces at the 45. We'll keep going. Going to the 30. slowly rolling. It'll be stopped at the 25-yard line, and that is where the Bulldogs will start. When we come back from this commercial break, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs tied with Papillion-LaVista with 4:37 left to go. Johnson under center with Robley right behind him. Going to hand it off to Robley on the left side. He cuts upfield, has some daylight, and is brought down around the 30. That's going to be a pickup of 5 from the Brock Lobster himself. And with that, 2nd and 5. Hey, thank you to our premier sponsors for today. Another round / Rivers Edge Golf Course. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks, as well as Dave's Place, pizza and wings and more on 1510 East 4th Street. 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Bulldogs on their second drive of the game. Johnson under center. In motion comes Tilford. Johnson's going to keep it. He cuts upfield, tries to break through one tackle and does so. He'll get to the 40, maybe scratch that, 36-yard line. Yeah. That is a pickup of 6 for Johnson.
Yeah, great play by Caden as he was stuck there after about a 2-yard gain, but a nice little shifty cutback that got him those extra 4 yards.
That's a Bulldog first down, and here we go at the 36-yard line inside their own territory. One wide receiver to the near side, Landon O'Brien, with Robley behind Johnson under center. Tilford in motion into the single I formation, but they're going to run back out of it and maybe get a play change. Johnson gets the call from the sideline. And a look at this play. Here we go. Single I formation. In motion comes Brower. Pitch it out to Brower. He's going to have some room. He cuts upfield, and he'll be pushed out at around the 41-yard line.
Want to beat again.
Hayden Brower looking very good, but how about Landon O'Brien on the outside? That time getting a strong block, and that will be a pickup of 7.
Big block by Bryan, and again, just one man for Brower to beat. And unfortunately, another good open, fortunately for the Monarchs, I guess, another good open field tackle.
So 2nd down and a very long 3 to go. Robley behind Johnson in motion. Robley off the left side, stutter stepping, and he'll fall his way forward. He'll be short by 1, maybe a yard and a half. Brock Robley will probably pick up 1. Oh, they're going to give him a 2-yard pickup, so it's going to be 3rd and short for North Platte. Haven't been explosive in terms of offensively, but they are getting good, solid chunk yards on these runs.
Right. We've seen the potential there, though, so you got to feel like they're due to break one here pretty soon.
Landon O'Brien to the far side in the slot. Single I formation for the Bulldogs. Johnson to Robley. Up the middle he goes, and he'll get enough for the first down and then be swallowed up and pushed down after a 2-yard pickup. And with that, another Bulldog first down. Now at the 46-yard line inside their own territory.
I'm just doing his job, Brock Robley, knowing what he needs and making sure he gets that and a couple more.
First down and 10 at the 46. So we're at 2:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Robley in the backfield. Johnson's going to keep it. He fumbles it, but he falls right on it.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked like it got swiped away as he was looking to pitch it to Tilford. So with that
a few times.
Going to be a big loss for North Platte. We're looking 5-yard loss for Johnson, but luckily for the Bulldogs, they still kept on hold, so 2nd and 15.
A lot of white jerseys right there, too.
Got some good penetration up front they did, but Johnson luckily bounced back on it. 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. One wide receiver to the far side being Landon O'Brien. Tilford in motion. Johnson going to pitch it out to Tilford. He cuts back upfield. He's going to try to pull through a rusher, and he gets 5 yards, so he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. So with that, 3rd and a long 5 for North Platte.
Numbers are hard to see.
It looked like they're on the tackle.
30, is that?
I think first on the scene.
I'm talking Andrew Cummings. I think it was Cummings on the outside for the Bulldogs had a nice block, but again, the black jerseys, hard to see those numbers.
2 wide receivers to the near side. That's Kincaid and Landon O'Brien. Johnson under center. I might think maybe a pitch out to O'Brien here. Might be the call. Robley in at running back. 7 seconds left on the play clock here. So Johnson's going to have to hurry it up. 4 seconds. Tilford in motion. In the jet sweep, here comes Brower. He gets it to the outside. Nice. He bull rushes his way forward. Did he get to the first down marker?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be close, and he will. That's an 11-yard pickup. I did it again for Hayden Brower. I'm getting too excited. Breaking the darn chair.
A mini stroke every time.
I know, I'm so sorry, Scott Carlson.
It's all right.
But the Bulldogs picking up another big first down, thanks that time to Hayden Brower. You almost spilt your monster.
Made me drop my monster, man.
So,
I'm like Rick Pitino when the fireworks went off after the Final Four championship.
Big first down now at the 48-yard line of the Monarchs. Robley off the right side. He cuts upfield into the open field, but he'll be tackled just short of the first down marker. Pickup of 8 from the Brock Lobster himself. Actually, they're going to give him 7, correction, for Brock Robley, making it a second down and a short 3. But Bulldogs now really getting into motion here.
Yep, starting to see that production from your running backs, namely Brock Robley, and that opens up Brower and Tilford to do some things on the outside. Let's see it.
Robley off the left side, going to cut upfield. He might be close to the first down marker. The judge official maybe says he's a half-yard short. It's going to be 3rd down and inches after maybe the 2-yard pickup, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. So Bulldogs tied with the Monarchs, 0-0. We'll head it to the second quarter right here when we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next-level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
Gateway Realty knows real estate, and we are ready to assist you whether you want to downsize or upsize to the home of your dreams. We will work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to meet your needs. Interest rates are still incredibly
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Bauer Field. Bulldogs tied with the Monarchs, 0-0, with Brock Robley in at running back. In motion comes Tilford. Robley off the right side. He's going to fall his way forward. Actually breaks through a tackle and is still going. Holy moly. Man. Brock Robley, it looked like he got tripped up by the shoestrings. Kept it alive, and now with that, it's going to be a big pickup of 9 yards and enough for the first down.
Yeah, it is so strong in the lower body is Brock Robley, and that's why he's so tough to bring down. Just keeps those legs moving.
8 plays currently at the moment. Bulldogs are just eking away time and are grinding away at this Monarchs defense. Starting to see some bigger holes winding on up. Landon O'Brien to the near side. Again, Robley in the single-eye formation behind Johnson. Motion, Brower. Johnson going to keep it. Pitch it to Tilford. Tilford is some wide open daylight at the 20. Cuts upfield, 15, 10,
get a block.
5. He's in for a Bulldog touchdown. Woo. That is a 27-yard touchdown run from Colton Tilford. And that is the first points of the game for North Platte.
Yeah, you could go down the whole right side of the offense there and call out good blocks. Just all kinds of them all over the place and open that up for Tilford. I'm not even going to try to name everyone. I'll leave about 4 out.
And just some great athleticism from Colton Tilford to continue to keep bouncing it around. And the Bulldogs will be the first to draw blood as Luke Borges gets the kick up, and it's good. And with that, the Bulldogs now with a 7-0 advantage when we come back here, FM 91, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me
Pete Volz at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
If you love kids and are looking for a great job with great hours, a great team to work with, and the best training, apply today at Ladybug Crossing Early Learning Center. Apply on Indeed or in person.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs draw first blood as they have scored on a 27-yard Colton Tilford run against the Papillion-LaVista Monarchs. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today. Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in bankings with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, Juanita, Bassett, Valentine, Harrison, Alliance, Arthur, and Hyannis. Go to sandhillstate.com for a full list of locations and services as Luke Borges comes up to kick deep to return. On the side of the Monarchs, going to be Hammeran, and stepping back and picking it up, Peyton Prestito at the 10. He's at the 20 now, 25, and it'll be brought down at around the 30-yard line for Papillion-LaVista on their second drive of the game.
Oh, man, a good special teams play from the Bulldogs so far tonight, too, and that's been one of the areas where maybe if you had a question mark about the Bulldogs, some scary moments, but so far a really good special teams game.
So now at the 31-yard line, start the Monarchs with Octavian Pirtle. In the backfield, Peyton Prestito. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side in the pistol. Pirtle gets the snap. He's going to pitch it out to, that would be Prestito. He'll bounce around and he'll fall forward for maybe a 2-yard game. All that juking and jiving just for a small 2. He'll get actually a lucky maybe 3 if we're counting, but 2, 2.5. And with that, second down and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play. That brings up a second down, 8.
So second down and 8. North Platte again up front, still looking all that dangerous in the run game. Really just thwarting anything the Monarchs are starting off following that big run that they had in the first series.
For sure.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Peyton Prestino again at running back in the pistol with Ira Cooper in at tight end. And there is a penalty on the field. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Monarchs. It is going to be a false start on Papillion-LaVista, and with that, they'll be backing it on up here early in this second quarter. As it's going to now push it back 5 yards. It was a second down and 7, maybe 8. Now going to push it back second down and 13. As we get back in here to a 3 wide receiver set, 2 again to the far side, 2 to the near side, with Morton to the near side. Prestito in at running back. Pirtle gets the snap. Prestito up the middle, he goes. He's going to juke around and then brought down from behind.
Yeah.
First on the scene for the Bulldogs. I believe that's going to be Caleb Kincaid, first on the scene for North Platte, along with Carter Butterfield.
And again, just making it tough to run the football tonight. That offense, or defensive line, is getting the push back, and then your linebackers there to stop the run. Great defense.
Ever since that Scottsbluff game, no real team has had a strong running performance. So here we go, third and about 10 yards. 3 wide receivers on the field for the Monarchs. Pirtle. Play action, rolling out to his right, nobody open. He's going to throw it towards the sideline. I say that, and a great catch on the near side.
Great
Owen Bocaz. And with that, that's a pickup of maybe 16 yards, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was a big play, man, there when they needed it, and just a great route run. Not bad defense played by the Bulldogs right there in coverage, just a great route.
He got that really good break towards the near sideline and caught that ball in stride, and with that, first down and 10 for the Monarchs at their own 46-yard line. 9:32 left to go here in quarter number 2. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. In motion comes Cooper. The check down now over to Prestito in the open field, bouncing it to the outside, and it'll be tackled down from behind.
Nice.
Caleb Kincaid. That's going to be a pickup of at least 4 yards for Peyton Prestito. And with that, second down and 6 on the side.
Yeah, great play by Kincaid coming over off the defensive end and making that open field tackle. A lot of green in front of Prestito there.
Jordan Yonkers as well as Kincaid there on the tackle for North Platte. Second down and 4 yards to go. Pistol formation yet again. 3 wide receivers on the field. Pirtle. In motion comes Cooper. Gets the snap. Prestito now up the middle. He goes, and he'll be tackled and dragging the defender with him close to the first down marker. There to stop Prestito should be Dominic Descent. And with that, it's a 3rd down and a long 3 for Papio as they're trying to continue this drive up.
Big opportunity for the Bulldogs here. Another 3rd down. Get a stop. Let's do it.
Pistol formation. 3 wide receivers on the field.
Roll out.
Bulldogs showing blitz up the middle. And a timeout has to be called on the side of Papio to stop the clock.
My guess, we're gonna roll out here to the left side. You saw the Bulldogs move an extra defensive back over there, and that changed things for Papillion-LaVista. Great adjustment defensively by the Bulldogs.
It's, I think, a really crucial 3rd down here because Papio has had a very good game in terms of their passing ability when they need to get it done. The running attack hasn't been as prolific and strong as probably they were hoping for with that quote-unquote bigger front line that they have. But again, thank you to our premier sponsors here for today, CT Computer Services. It has been your IT guy since 2005, supporting dozens of small business networks and hundreds of home computer networks. 3rd down and 3 with 7:18 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Bulldogs lead 7-0 so far in this defensive slug match. Slug match? That was not a word then. That was not a great word. What is that? Defensive battle.
Fest,
there you go, slugfest. It's a slugfest at the moment. 3 wide receivers on the field. Corner blitz looking to come in for North Platte. Prestito has it on the right side. Up the field he goes. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he's going to be pushed in down at the 10-yard line. Peyton Prestito
great run.
Getting a big, huge pickup there of 35 yards, 35 yards, and with that, 1st down and goal for Papio inside the Bulldogs territory at the 9.
Yeah, again, you're not busting a run like that without some good blocking on the right side, man. Just excellent blocking. I think Bo Katz was out there laying some blocks, but an excellent run.
1st and goal at the Bulldogs 9-yard line. 3 wide receivers on the field. Peyton Prestito in at running back. Octavian Pirtle in the pistol. In motion comes 2 defenders. 2 offensive people. Prestito up the middle he goes. He's going to waltz in for a touchdown, But 2 flags on the field. Illegal shift. You can see that coming from a mile away as there were 2 men in motion off formation. And with that, the touchdown will be negated and a penalty for the Monarchs. A little bit of a lifesaver as Prestito just waltzed his way in.
Untouched virtually.
So now what was 1st and goal at the 9. 1st and goal at the 15-yard line. Or 14 correction for Papio. Still 1st and goal. Bulldogs now get a little more breathing room, but that might also help more Papio with their passing attack. 3 wide receiver formation in the pistol yet again with Prestito in at running back. Pirtle gets ready. Snaps it. Play action, rolling to his left. He's going to throw it towards the end zone. What a great defensive break up there. Jackson Creel got his hand in the way. What would have been a touchdown intended to Owen Bogaz then comes off as now an incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Yeah, I think that, Jackson just great. Kind of made me nervous because he didn't get turned on that ball, but did right at the last second, was able to get that left hand in there to break it up. Great play by Jackson.
Great play defensively. So now what it was 2nd and goal, now 1st and goal, now 2nd and goal at the Bulldogs' 14-yard line. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Papio's got to really get into it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is going to be a delay of game on the side of the Monarchs. Wow, what a play. Unfortunately, on the side of Papillion-LaVista getting called for the delay of game, something we really haven't seen all season. I haven't seen one team get a delay of game penalty. Coach arguing that it was not that the play clock reset too early, but that is another error on the side of the Monarchs. It's now 1st and goal at the 19-yard line now. Just keep backing them up. With 7:45 left to go here in the first half. 3 wide receivers on the field. Still 2nd and goal at the 19. Prestino in at running back. Motion comes Cooper. Pirtle stepping back, looking to pass. Free rusher. He's going to check it down for the wide receiver screen, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Big pressure coming through. He had forced to get rid of that ball before he even went through his first checkoff, I think. I think it was Kincaid coming up through there, wasn't it?
Kincaid as well as Dominic Descent.
That's right.
Forcing the incomplete pass from Octavian Pirtle. Now 3rd down and goal at the Bulldogs' 19-yard line.
Been a long possession, it feels like.
Back-to-back penalties on the side of the Monarchs put them in this situation. Now 3rd and goal from a long 19 out. 3 wide receivers on the field. Pirtle into the quarterback in the pistol. It's going to play action. Stepping back, rolling now to his left. Checking it down to Cooper, and he's brought down. Great open field tackle coming in from Hayden Brower. Actually, scratch that. Ryan Fox getting his name called here tonight. Fox, who was a big defensive component early in the season, a strong open field tackle there on Ira Cooper. And with that, following the 5-yard pickup, we're going to have a field goal attempt on the side of Papio.
Last week we saw the curl routes. This week we're seeing the little roll out to the left and just run the little slant towards the sideline. It's working, but great defensive play by Ryan Fox.
Tough kick on the near hash. The kick is up. It's going to go wide right. And it is no good. We are still standing at a 7-0 ball game for North Platte here. It looked like it might have just barely squeaked in following some immense pressure, but it squeaks just outside. It's 7-0. Holy cow, on the missed field goal coming in from Ethan Watkins. Bulldogs retake possession, 6 minutes left to go here in the first half with an opportunity to head into halftime with even more points. As we get here now, Johnson under center with Robley right behind him, Landon O'Brien to the near side. Johnson gets prepped. Motion comes Brower. Robley off the left side, up the middle, has some daylight,
yes, sir.
Still going. He's going to be tripped up at around the 36-yard line.
Boom.
That's a pickup of 16 from Brock Robley. A big Bulldog first down, and there was the second longest run of the day, the longest for Brock Robley.
Lined up in the I formation, Brock the first back through, and Johnson sticks it in his gut. A great run by Brock Robley.
So first down and 10 at the Bulldogs' 36-yard line. 6:29 left to go here in the first half. Bulldogs leading 7-0. Single I formation in motion. The pitch out to Colton Tilford. He has some daylight at the 40. Upfield burst of speed. 15, 40, 35, 30, 15, 10, 5. He waltzes in for a Bulldog touchdown. Colton Tilford, the man himself, getting in with a huge, and I mean huge, 64-yard touchdown run on the second play of this possession.
Yeah, Colton Tilford, big for the Bulldogs last year, but the main difference I see in him this year is the vision. He's just developed and matured as far as his vision of the field, and you see it with the cutbacks, finding the green space. A huge run by Colton Tilford.
And to make this matters even I would say better, but the Bulldogs have been prone this season to fumbling those types of pitches. There's been a lot of those possession pitch outs to Colton Tilford that could have resulted in points. But you know what? It happened on this one. 64-yard touchdown run to Colton Tilford on the second play of that possession. 2 plays, 80 total yards. The Bulldogs now lead 14-0. Thank you again to our premier sponsors here for today. At the moment, Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you to stop out and take a test drive today of all their new pre-owned vehicles. New and used. Premier Toyota, let's go places. Bulldogs lead 14-0 here in the last regular season home game before playoff action. A win almost guarantees a home playoff game next Friday. A loss puts it up to fate. But so far, the Bulldogs coming out and looking strong, up 14-0. Now with 6:25 left to go here in the first half, Luke Borges is going to get ready to kick it up and away for North Platte.
28 Borges and the Bulldogs.
Deep to return, Owen Bogats, as well as Christian Fuentes. It's going to go all the way back and picked up by Bogats at the 10. Now at the 20, 15, 30, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at around the 28-yard line, and that is where Papillion-LaVista will start for the Monarchs at around the 28-yard line.
Albertson in on the stop for North Platte.
Scott Carlson, early in this first half, what have you been seeing from this Bulldog squad that has impressed you?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, like I said, if you're running like that, we said it on Papillion-LaVista's side of the ball, but we're saying it again on the Bulldog side of the ball. That means there's great blocking going on, and that's what you got. And that's one of the signatures of the Bulldogs over the last couple years is receivers and outs that are great blockers, and that set it up for Colton Tilford on top of his great vision.
3 wide receiver set, Ira Cooper in motion. Hurdle. And a false start yet again on the side of the Monarchs. That's their third false start penalty of this half. On top of the 2 other penalties that they've had, that's a total of 5 penalties for 25 yards, Scott Carlson.
Yeah, and some costly ones too, Paxton. This one, not a huge one, but one down in Bulldog territory that changed the outlook. One that was huge, though, and backed him up way back for a 3rd and goal. Or
First
second
and 15 now at the 28-yard line of the Monarchs. 3 wide receiver set, Pirtle in the pistol. In motion, Pirtle hands it up to the middle to Peyton Prestito, and he'll get tackled at around the 31-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of maybe 6 yards. We'll say a good 7. So with that, a second down and second down and 7 yards to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Monday will be the 45th anniversary of the CYS 36th grade.
So now here come again the Monarchs with the clock ticking now almost under 6 minutes. Pirtle in the pistol with Prestito behind him, rolling out to his left, looking, still
Good
looking,
coverage.
stepping. He's going deep, blown coverage for the Bulldogs, and picking it up on the near side, Christian Fuentes, as Jackson Creel stopped running, and Fuentes got right behind him, and with that, a huge pickup for the Monarchs.
Yeah, he knows it too. We talked about it last week, running those basic curl routes, but what did I say? Watch the double move, and that's what got Jackson Creel there. He expected him to sit down like they have been, and he did, and he released again, and wide open for the Monarchs. Christian Fuentes. Valdez Fuentes.
Fuentes gotten a big catch on the side of the Monarchs. With that, a pickup of 42 yards. Now rolling to his right, Octavian Pirtle throwing it to the flat, and that's going to be picked up at around the first down mark. And that'll be caught on the near side, on the far side by Owen Bogats. And with that, another pickup close to the first down marker of 9 yards.
Gain of 9 on the play. That'll bring up a second and 1.
It's going to be second down and 1 on the side of Papillion-LaVista. Oh, man, that blown coverage really gut-wrenching right now as they could have gone into halftime. The 14-0.
Still
but
can.
The Monarchs threatening to score. Pirtle with a man in motion being Ingwison up the middle now. Peyton Prestito. Prestito bounces upfield, still going. He'll get to the 5-yard line. Prestito with a huge pickup about 19 yards, and that's going to make it first down and goal. Peyton Prestito.
Yeah, he's proven you're not going to tackle him by sticking an arm out, yet the Bulldogs continue to try to tackle him by sticking an arm out. Got to get him wrapped up. He's a strong runner with great balance.
So with that now, Peyton Prestito and the Monarchs now at the 5-yard line of the Bulldogs. Prestito bounces it upfield. He will.
Oh, got him short.
Going to be close. Waiting to see the mark.
He's short.
He's going to be short. A pickup of 4 yards from Peyton Prestito And with that, it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Prestito and the Monarchs absolutely driving here as we're getting close to the end of the first half. Bulldogs lead 14-0, 3:50 left to go. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Prestito in at running back behind Pirtle.
Get in there.
The run. Up the middle from Peyton Prestito. He's going to reach in for the end zone. Caleb Kincaid got there right behind the line of scrimmage, but Prestito able to lunge his way forward in for a 1-yard TD run from Peyton Prestito and the Monarchs.
Yeah, Kincaid gave himself a chance, but Prestito just too quick, just hit that hole too fast, and he was already across the goal line by the time Kincaid got his legs wrapped up.
So here comes...
Interesting. Don't understand.
That's their goal line formation, Scott. It's okay. Don't let it scare you there.
It doesn't scare me. It just seems wasteful.
Ethan Watkins up to kick the extra point here for Papillion-LaVista. The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. Good. It's now a 14-7 game at the moment. We'll take a break and come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Come on in, we'll roll up our sleeves. There's a lot of work.
Kevin and Greg at Select Abbey Carpet and Tile have over 30 years combined experience in the flooring business. Pick out the carpet or flooring you like and leave the rest to them. They'll take you from, oh my, I need a new floor, to wow, my floor looks awesome.
If you want the job done right, we're ready for you.
You'll love the ending when you start at Select Abbey Carpet and Tile, 501 East Francis, North Platte.
Papa Murphy's celebrates National Pizza Month and Halloween with the large jack-o'-lantern pizza for just $10. Family size it for just $3 more. Fresh, scratch-made, pumpkin-shaped dough, topped with traditional red sauce, generous
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. The Monarchs got their first score of the game just a few seconds ago. It's now 14-7. Bulldogs lead with 3:45 left to go here in the first half. Deep to return, Eli Broman and C.J. Johnson for North Platte, with up to kick Ethan Watkins. Bulldogs still, of course, have time left to score. They scored last time in their offensive possession in 2 plays. See if they can do that again. Watkins' kick is going to go back to Broman and into the end zone, for a touchback. And with that, the Bulldogs will start at their 20-yard line here with 3:45 left to go in the half. Again, North Platte scored on two plays last drive with the 64-yard touchdown run from Colton Tilford. They can do it again here. Plenty of time, 3:45 left to go, but also we don't know the Bulldogs for much of their high explosive, quick pace offense. So we'll have to
we just
take
busted 40-something yard run. Let's do that.
That's true.
Let's leave a little time off the clock, though.
That's a good point as well. 12 seconds left to go in the play clock as Johnson gets under center. Landon O'Brien, the near wide receiver. Johnson. Motion comes Brower. Robley off the left side. Cuts upfield, bowling his way forward, and he'll get a good solid 6 on that run. And with that, 2nd down and 4 for North Platte. Robley having himself a good game. Well, the run game overall having a good day. 194 yards on the ground. 71 from Robley and 99 from Tilford.
Brock doing his job, and that's get 3-4 yards of carry, open up the outside for Colton and Brower. So far, that's the story anyway.
To the far side,
I like that story.
We do love that story. Landon O'Brien to the far side, Robley in at running back. Johnson going to keep it. Actually, hand it off to one Brock Robley up the middle. Will he get it up for the first down? It's going to be close. I'm going to say it's enough for the first down. A pickup of 4 from the Brock Lobster. And with that, 1st down and 10 for North Platte. 3:04 left to go here in the first half. Landon O'Brien to the far side yet again. Motion comes Tilford. The pitch, Colton Tilford cuts upfield, cuts right back upfield again. He's going to tackle down from behind on that pickup of about 4 yards from Colton Tilford to make it 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and again, though, just good vision by Colton. He's just having a really, really good game as far as seeing the cutbacks. Expect him to bust another one here.
2:43 left to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 14-7. Looking to score here before going into halftime. Johnson under center. Landon O'Brien to the near side. Robley off the left side. Cuts up field, and he'll be tackled at around the 40-yard line in the first down marker.
Oh, man.
He's going to get close. They're going to say it looks like he got enough for the first down, a pickup of 6 from Brock Robley, and a fresh set of downs for North Platte. Now 2:18 left to go.
Yeah, working that clock a little bit, moving the ball. Keep this up.
Love to see
Got
it.
lots of time.
Landon O'Brien to the near side. Johnson under center. In motion, Brower. Johnson going to keep it. Pitch to Tilford. Tilford going to try to bounce to the outside. Will do so. Tries to cut around, and he's going to get maybe 1 yard on that first down mark.
Couldn't dance out of that one.
Brower, unfortunately, fell right in front of Tilford, and there's the first timeout of this half from the side of North Platte. That's timeout is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group in his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Bulldogs lead 14-7 with 2:02 left to go. Correction, 1:52 left to go here in the first half. It's a second down and 8. Scott Carlson, we're quickly approaching halftime. Bulldogs slowly moving up the field. Good chunks, but they're going to need something a little bit bigger.
I like it. I think you got plenty of time, 1:54, plenty of time to move the ball. You stop the clock with first downs, and you still have 2 timeouts left. So I think the Bulldogs need to not get frantic here. Just play their game like they're doing. You don't want to leave much time on the table because we've seen that Papillion-LaVista finding their way in the passing game. We don't want to give them another chance to score because they're getting the ball back in the third quarter.
Yes, they are. To start the second half, Papillion-LaVista will get the ball. Bulldogs, though, lead 14-7. Johnson under center with Brock Robley right behind him. Landon O'Brien to the far side. Motion comes Tilford. Play action pass. Throw check down to Kincaid at the 50. He's at the 45 to the 40-yard line. There's the first pass completion for Caden Johnson to the 39-yard line. That's a strong pickup of 11 on the first pass from Caden Johnson to Kincaid.
Yeah, I stress refraining from getting frantic because we've seen bad mistakes made by the Bulldogs.
Tilford with the pitch. He's going to try to gas around the corner, and he'll be pushed out of bounds to around the 45-yard line. And it will be to the 45. That's a pickup of 6 from Colton Tilford. And more importantly, he got out of bounds.
Right, yeah, stop the clock, 1:32 to go. Still lots of time left, Paxton, for him to play their Bulldog football and not force themselves into any uncomfortable situations.
The more I look at it, that pass was genius by Kurt Altz again this offense because Kincaid was wide open in the middle of the field. He got a big gain, and now the Bulldogs driving. Motion, Tilford. Robley off the right side. He cuts upfield, bounces back to the inside, still going, and he gets to the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 10 yards from Brock Robley, and with that, enough for the first down and then some for North Platte. Actually, correction, that is a 19-yard pickup for Brock
big
Robley.
Run by Brock. He's just running strong, and Papillion-LaVista trying to tackle Brock Robley up high. That's not a good business plan.
Yep, and there's a timeout by Papillion-LaVista. They take their first timeout of the half here, which is quite interesting. Correction, second of the half, but Papillion taking a timeout.
I'm not surprised. I think it was more just to give their defense a chance to catch their breath. This has been a bump and grind drive by the Bulldogs, getting up to the line quick, and you got Brock Robley running the football. It takes a toll on you, tackling him play after play. So I think this, not to be to the benefit of the Bulldogs, but get their defense some water and see if they can't come up with a big stop here before halftime.
1:26 left to go here in the first half. Bulldogs at their own at the Monarchs' 21-yard line. Absolutely driving. That play-action pass, I really think, scared Papillion-LaVista because Caleb Kincaid was wide open.
Yeah, just a missed assignment in the middle of the field. Same kind of thing we saw with the Bulldogs, really, that got the momentum going for the Monarchs earlier.
So here we go. 1st and 10 at the Monarchs' 21-yard line. Johnson under center, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Motion comes Tilford. The reverse sweep to Brower. Open territory, trying to bounce it. He's going to be brought down from behind at around the 14-yard line. Good pickup from Hayden Brower of 7. And with that, a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and got up with the stiff arm, a great stiff arm by Brower to get himself a couple extra yards.
Under a minute left to go in the half. Johnson under center. Brower in motion. Robley, right side. Here he goes, but he's going to be stopped immediately. He'll get a good gain of 2, but that is not what the Bulldogs were looking for. They might need to use a timeout, and they do use a timeout. Of course, our timeout's provided by Kevin McGann with the Fortified Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. And also thank you to our premier video sponsor for today, Allo Communications. Allo has packages that let you experience fast, reliable fiber internet, fiber TV, and fiber phone. Check out more online at allofiber.com. Bulldogs now 47 seconds left to go in the half, driving down this field. They were maybe looking for that first down marker on this 9-play drive. It's going to be a short 3rd and maybe a long 1 or short 2.
Yep, and I tell you what, still, 47 seconds. You just need a couple yards. You stop the clock on a first down. Still got a timeout left. So, again, I think it's very important that the Bulldogs keep their cool here. We don't want to make a stupid mistake and give a scoop and score or something silly.
And sometimes that's been the thing for the Bulldogs has been those silly mistakes. So far tonight, haven't seen one, but it could come at any moment. Jones under center. Robley. Actually, Jones is going to keep it. The pitch to Tilford. He's in the open field.
Come on.
15.
Turn it.
Stiff arms. Get into the end zone.
What an effort.
Breaks a tackle. He's going to be,
wow.
Man, just 1.5 yards short.
Fought for that, man.
Colton Tilford absolutely dragging bodies to the goal line. 1st and goal at the 2 following the 13-yard pickup from Tilford, and that's exactly what the Dogs needed. 1st and goal.
Heard the Omaha West Side coaching staff say Colton Tilford, the toughest player they've seen so far, and they play in that Metro Conference. He's a tough kid.
Single eye formation. Robley up the middle. He whoops in for a touchdown. An 11-play, 80-yard drive, resulting in a 2-yard TD run from the Brock Lobster himself, Brock Robley. And with that, the Bulldogs now lead 20-7. As Luke Borges will come up to kick and make this a 2-score game. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Good, 21-7. Scott, you got your wish. Bulldogs scored and took a lot of time off the clock.
Right, yeah, ate that clock away. They didn't panic or feel like they needed to do something that was outside of their comfort zone. They just played Bulldog football and moved it all the way down the field, leaned on their studs, Brock Robley and Colton Tilford, to get the job done.
I want to say big kudos to Caden Johnson in completing that play-action pass, because I really think that spooked Papillion-LaVista a lot on that drive, because the Bulldogs were just getting little chunks here and there, which again is not the end of the world, but then following that play-action first down pass from Caden Johnson, Papillion-LaVista then really had to start thinking about things and playing a little more soft defensively, and that allowed big runs from Tilford and Robley.
Well, I don't know, yeah, I mean, it definitely didn't hurt, but no surprise what the North Platte Bulldogs are going to do. That's run the football. I think it comes down to total domination in the trenches by the Bulldogs offensive line, man. They have had a game so far. The unsung heroes, man. Give them credit. They're playing some good football.
Facing much, as Coach Altig would say, bigger opponents all season long hasn't phased them, and they have really stepped up.
Cardio's good. That was my concern early in the season, and they proved me wrong.
Stepped up to the challenge. There's a smell of farm in the air.
Smells like money.
That's true. As here comes Borges up to kick. It's going to be a squibber up the middle, and it's going to be picked up and received at the 30, and dropping down with it at exactly the 30-yard line, I believe, is going to be Jordan Barrientos. And with that, 1st and 10, 33 seconds left to go for the Monarchs at their own 30.
Yeah, just play some good disciplined defense here. Don't let anything get behind you. And we may see Papillion play conservatively, but I don't know. They've been moving the ball in the air.
2 deep safeties for North Platte at basically their 50.
Defense.
3 wide receivers set for Octavian Pirtle with Prestito in the backfield. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ira Cooper in at fullback. Here comes stepping back, Roland Pirtle to his right. Looking, he's loaded up, going deep, wide open, and it's going to be, you got gotta be
come
kidding
on.
me.
What?
A flag on the play as Colton Tilford gets
Got a
called for
chance.
pass interference.
Woo, boy. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, defense player has a chance. The ball looked to me like it was fair, straight up jumping for the ball. That's a tough call.
I think the problem is Tilford didn't turn around in the eye of the official, and because of that,
he was
gets
a step
called
off.
for the pass interference. Absolutely killer.
That was a tough call.
But a great throw from Octavian Pirtle to find Bogats, and with that, Bulldogs giving up a few yards, 15 to be precise, and it'll now be at the 45-yard line for Papillion-LaVista. How about 24 seconds on the clock, or did they reset it?
Yep. Nope, we're good.
24 on the clock. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Prestino in at running back with Octavian Pirtle in the pistol. Pirtle steps back, rolling to his right, looking, loading up, going deep down the field in a triple coverage.
Oh, what
it's
a catch.
It's going to be caught. No, incomplete.
Oh, he had it.
Oh, my gosh.
He had it.
That was going to be a miraculous catch on the far sideline. I believe that was intended for Braylon Morton.
Yeah, the coaching staff over there arguing that he had possession long enough, in which case it would have been a fumble. But, no, that was almost a great play in and out of his hands.
Braylon Morton dropping the football, but great defensive coverage for North Platte. 7 of 11 today for Octavian Pirtle for 89 yards.
17 seconds, Paxton.
With 17 seconds left to go here in the half, the Bulldogs lead 21-7. It's been a defensive slugfest that has been broken by this North Platte offense as Pirtle is hurrying up the offense with 3 seconds. Stepping back, Pirtle, check down. He's going to pick it up, and that one's going to be picked up by Bogats, and he gets to the 50-yard line. So they'll stop the clock, and a timeout called on the side by Papillion-LaVista, their last of the half. That's a strong pickup of 5 yards, but not enough to make any sense of, any huge push offensively. So now, 2nd down and 5. Oh, with 10 seconds left. Scott was making some hand gestures, and I'm not a sign linguist sometimes, and my brain was not catching up in time.
I'm the game clock operator here and the play-by-play guy, so sometimes
Carlson,
forgive me for forgetting to stop the clock.
There's a beautiful button here, and you I love you. But
for what?
There's a beautiful button. You could have just unpaused and told me, there's 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh, well, hey, man, come on.
I love you.
How many fingers do I have?
It's playing magic fingers over here, and sometimes magic fingers does not work with my brain.
I was using my fingers to reset the clock.
Good point. There you go.
Quick.
So it's 2nd and 5.
Colorado boys can't count.
I know, us Colorado boys just can't do it.
All that weight.
That's why I didn't do an engineering degree. So it's 2nd down and 5 yards. Well, actually, correction, 3rd down and 5 yards. With Octavian Pirtle and 3 wide receivers for the Monarchs. Pirtle, play action pass. Up the middle, wide open to around the 30-yard line on the 20-yard pickup. There was Eric Ingwerson. And with that, that's a big pickup and 1st down on the side of the Monarchs for 20 yards.
Yeah, they could clock it.
And they do clock it. Scott with 6 seconds left to go on the 20-yard pickup. Just running up the seam. And unfortunately, nobody left to cover for North Platte, as there is exactly 3 seconds left on the play clock. They can either go for an extremely long field goal or go for a Hail Mary.
Yeah, they're going to.
I most expect a Hail Mary because I don't think Ethan Watkins, he's got a good kickoff leg, but I don't know if he has an accurate field goal leg. And it looks like.
I saw him miss one wide right.
That's right. It wasn't dead center, and he missed it. So now it's a 1st down and 10 for Papillion-LaVista in motion as Pirtle steps back, looking to pass. Here's the last play of the half. Stepping up, going towards the end zone. It's short.
Knock it down.
And it's going to be way incomplete. Intended receiver, Isaac Gonzalez. And with that incompletion, that'll do it here for the first half as the Bulldogs leading the Monarchs 21-7, the last regular season home game of the year. More action, we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Let your friends at the UPS store help you out. You name it, the UPS store can handle it. It's a full printing store with custom printing, laminating, and personalized calendars. And the UPS store helps make document destruction easy. When it comes to office supplies, printing, packaging, shipping, incoming mail, and shredding, it's all in one place. Come see Melissa and her crew and let them handle it all for you. South of Walmart in North Platte.
We all tried to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Express AVL is your headquarters to make your sound system go from good to great. Express AVL has your mobile audio via solutions for your car, truck, boat, RV, and even your motorcycle. Need a backup camera or rear seat entertainment? Express AVL has you covered. Expert installation with top-of-the-line systems. Stop in today and check out all of their products to enhance your listening experience. Express AVL, 1108 Rodeo Road, North Platte. Express AVL, living loud.
Swift Auto Center. You're listening to Bulldog Athletics with Swift Auto Center of North Platte on KWOQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. I'm Paxton Gordon alongside Scott Carlson. Bulldogs lead 21-7 at the conclusion of half number one. It is now time for our 308 Uplifters / Line X games, halftime stats, as well as halftime drives. Let's get on to the drives. Starting off here, the Bulldogs got the opening kickoff yet again, Scott. Ever since that Scottsbluff game. Ever since Scottsbluff, the Bulldogs have not had to kick off to begin the game since then.
Yeah, that's right.
What was that, week 3? Week 4?
2? 2 is 2 because we had our first 2 big trips, Omaha and then Scottsbluff, right off the bat. It was week 2.
And they have always started with the football from that point on. Well, on a 7-play drive, they had to punt the football. Unfortunately, couldn't get really anything going past their 40, punted away. Well, how about you answer it back on a quick 3-and-out to Papillion-LaVista, and then they punted. And then it resulted in the first score of the game, a 27-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run to put the Bulldogs up 7-0 with the extra point good. And then how do you bounce back? Again, you force another 4-and-out for the side of the Monarchs. And with that, they had a missed field goal. Correction, I missed my stats up here. They drove all the way down the field, the Monarchs did, on their second offensive possession, and missed the field goal right from the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs then responded with only taking 2 plays and about 30 seconds off the clock with a 64-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run to put the Bulldogs up 14-0. But Papillion-LaVista bounced back with a huge 1-yard touchdown run from Peyton Prestito to put Monarchs on the board for the first time, 14-7. How did the Bulldogs respond before going into half? Well, they took 5 minutes off that clock and drove all the way down for a 2-yard Brock Robley touchdown run to put them up 21-7 with only 36 seconds left to go in the half. And that is where we have ended up. Bulldogs leading 21-7 with the Monarchs getting the second half kickoff. Scott Carlson, take it away here. What are your first half observations?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, a pretty clean game of football played by the Bulldogs aside from the broken coverage, obviously, that led to that huge gain on the pass. But the Dogs got to be pretty happy with themselves going in. They did their job offensively, protected the football. One close call when we saw Johnson have a bad exchange. But overall, I thought a pretty clean half by the Bulldogs. Some great stuff from Papillion-LaVista, too. Let's be honest. We saw some dangerous things from them in the air.
Dangerous things, but again, shooting themselves in the foot with penalties after penalties, specifically down in the red zone, costing them 3 points.
Yep.
And from that point on, the Bulldogs just took control 21-7. Again, it is time for our 308 Uplifters halftime stats. 308 Uplifters / Line X of North Platte, offering spray and bed liners in a full line of accessories, floor mats and mud flaps, coolers, and more. We're going to start on the side of Papillion-LaVista. 94 total passing yards, and the big one, a 40-yard pickup to Christian Valdez-Fuentes, 42 yards, their biggest play of the half. 94 total passing yards from Octavian Pirtle, 8 of 13. And then on the running attack, 73 total yards, of course, being led the way by Peyton Prestito with 71 yards. Now onto the side of the Bulldogs, as we know them, run heavy. 254 yards on the ground, being led by Colton Tilford with 123. 3 yards from Caden Johnson, 104 from the Brock Lobster himself, and then 24 yards from Hayden Brower. And 1 of 1 in the passing game as Caden Johnson got an 11-yard pass to Caleb Kincaid to set up for that Brock Robley 2-yard touchdown run to put the Dogs up 21-7. That is where we currently sit at the moment here at halftime. Bulldogs leading 21-7 on the Quick Stop halftime show. Again, North Platte with a victory today most certainly would guarantee a home playoff game next week. This is the last home regular season game, and so far that strong week of practice that coach was talking about showing up on the field right now as they lead 21-7. If they lose, and then Kearney loses as well to Norfolk, then there will be a tie, but the tiebreaker would go the way of Kearney, and they would win the district. So, Scott Carlson, 21-7. Are they completing the challenge in terms of stepping their game up and not have the replication of last week against Norfolk where they were just struggling through 2 quarters?
Is that a trick question?
Yeah, no.
21-7, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Definitely much, much cleaner than we saw against Norfolk. We saw, I think, a lot of the early season, little miscues and stuff that we saw from the Bulldogs, or at least the closest thing we've seen to it since probably week 2 against Scottsbluff. So, man, definitely more pleased than I was this time last week.
That's right, more pleased, and that is what you love to hear. Again, keeping our eye out for the Kearney game to see how that is going. Hopefully thinking Norfolk with an upset would be nice and huge to see. So we'll take a quick break here on the Quick Stop halftime show. We'll come back with more second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
With lots of new and pre-owned vehicles, Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you've been dreaming of, whether you want to buy or lease. Find out for yourself what an enjoyable experience it is to do business with the staff at Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life. Like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we see it. Your drive to make a difference. Chart your own path. Create your own future. Through our diverse humanities and social sciences programs, the career you're considering is waiting for you. You can educate the next generation, grow as an artist, capture the stories of your community. Your path at MPCC is limitless. At Mid-Plains Community College, we see you. We are MPCC.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics, It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Bauer Field. I'm Paxton Gordon, joined alongside by Will Arnett from Tropic Thunder as Scotty C over here having himself a heyday.
I quit smoking years ago.
That's right. He quit smoking years ago. But Bulldogs leading 21-7 over Papillion-LaVista. Scoring update, everybody. Scoring update from Kearney. Here we go. Drum roll, please, Scott Carlson. Drum roll, please. Oh, wait, do we have a drum roll? Actually, timeout. We're going to have a little fun here. Do we have a drum roll? Nope. 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 That's not it. Nope. 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 Okay, so no drum roll. So Kearney leads Norfolk 27-3 at halftime. So that upset that we were looking to see, not really happening. But again, don't need to worry about the Kearney game if the Bulldogs get it done today. And so far, Scott Carlson, they're getting it done and then some. Up 27-3 here in the Quick Stop halftime show. Really, again, the ground game just giving it all. 253 yards from the rushing attack. Brock Robley, Caden Johnson leading the way. You have a mix of strong runs, short runs, long touchdown runs. You name it, you pull out your bingo card and you start marking it off and call bingo right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that comment in front of me all night, so when I need uplifted,
some inspiration,
I'm just going to look at it. Yeah, I tell you what, doing their jobs, I think, is what you can say of the Bulldogs. Brock Robley getting the production you need, 3-4 yards per carry, and opening up some things on the outside, some big things on the outside for namely Colton Tilford, but also Brower having a little bit of success, and Kincaid with the big reception.
That's right, Kincaid with the 11-yard reception. Still looking for that Caleb Kincaid sack to get him to the school record of 30 career sacks, and then he'll need a sack and a half to break that record and become the new all-time North Platte High School sack leader. He's gotten close today. That defensive line all day has been giving Octavian Pirtle some crap and some scary moments, but also Pirtle giving some scary moments to the Bulldogs secondary.
Yeah, man, they've had some success moving the football, using that, rolling out Pirtle to the left and the quick little slant to the line. It's been killing the Bulldogs, and then I think that fact has opened up some big plays as we saw the busted coverage on the double move by Jackson Creel just got burnt. There's no nice way to put it.
He got burnt,
Jackson
but then
was
also
picking up his jock strap off of the field turf here at Brower Field.
In Jackson's defense, he did stop. He did expect actually Pirtle to throw the check down, and unfortunately, Pirtle didn't let go of the football till...
Never expect.
Yeah, that's right. Till deep down the field went Owen Bogat. So we are here at halftime. Bulldogs leading 21-7. We'll take another break here on the Quick Stop halftime show. We come back, be wrapping it up here before the start of the second half right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are MPPS. Come grow with us.
So much fun happens at Another Round. Mark your calendars for October 29th, where they'll have a Halloween costume contest and karaoke with Jack Jams from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Check out their Facebook page for more fun activities happening at Another Round. Remember Another Round for some amazing food, drinks, and keno. They're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here, Bauer Field. Bulldogs leading 21-7 on the Quick Stop halftime show. We are about to get underway here, second half coverage. Scott Carlson, I know you're going right to the trash can at this moment, but I need you to give us your Owls Lock and Safe keys to the second half for the Bulldogs to pick up the victory and secure that first-round playoff game at home.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, giving the ball to Papillion-LaVista to start the second half here, so come out, get a quick stop, and see if you can't keep that momentum that you had, I think, that you carried out of the end of the first half and keep it going here in the second half. Momentum going to be big. The Bulldogs got to be confident, but you don't want to get overconfident. Let's not forget Papillion-LaVista has been doing some special things through the air.
Some special things. So we'll take a break. We come back. It is second half action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
Hello folks, this is Nolan over at Azria Health Centennial Park. Do you want to have a job that is more than just a paycheck? We are looking for people who have a passion for the elderly and have a desire to make a real difference in the lives of those we serve. To see what jobs are available, check us out on Indeed.com or AzriaHealth.com and select Centennial Park to find our open positions. We are looking forward to having you join our team because with good people, we can make a great team.
If your tranny starts to making sounds that you don't want to hear, if it's slipping and a sliding, won't go in or out of gear, call the transmission specialist, BG&S. You've got the very best four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, automatic standard too. BG&S Transmissions.
BG&S Transmissions. Free towing, free estimates, and all their work is guaranteed. Call BG&S in North Platte at 800-344-2427.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs leading here to start the third quarter 21-7, but they will be kicking off to Papillion-LaVista. Deep to return on the side of the Monarchs, Owen Bogats, as well as Christian Valdez Fuentes. On the side of Papillion-LaVista, as well as Braylon Morton. North Platte again leading 21-7. Scott Carlson's halftime keys. Lock it down in the passing attack because the run game's doing so good. And then you'll get your way on to a first-round home game.
That's what we want,
victory.
Baby.
With Luke Borges up to kick. North Platte leading 21-7. Borges gets that hand up. He's ready to rock and roll. And we are underway here in the second half. A strong kick from Borges. Going to pick it up at the goal line. Coming in from Bogats. He's at the 20. Upfield, he'll get brought down at around the 25-yard line. Away, and there's some extracurriculars. A flag?
Chippy.
Do we see a flag?
I don't see one.
No flag. It looked like he was going to
chippy.
reach for it, but getting a little chippy as they're on the tackle for North Platte. Luke Borges himself with the big tackle. So with that, the Monarchs are going to start their first possession out of halftime at their own 27-yard line. First and 10 for Papillion-LaVista. Probably going to go back to their three wide receiver set with Peyton Prestito in at running back in the pistol. Two wide receivers to the far side with a two tight end set. Scratch that coming in. Hurdle. Up to Prestito in the middle he goes, trying to bounce to the outside. He'll break through one tackle and it's going to keep going and brought down around the first down marker. And it will be a first down after the 10-yard pickup from Peyton Prestito.
Yeah, again, Prestito just running strong all night. The Bulldogs giving him a lot of yards after contact. Got to clean that up.
First down and 10 now at the Bulldogs' at the Monarchs' 38-yard line. I'm on that one. Two wide receivers to the far side. Yet again, two tight ends in. Ingwerson as well as Cooper. Pirtle in the pistol. Gets the ball, steps back, and handed to
Nice
Pistito
play.
is tackling from behind. There goes Caleb Kincaid.
Yes, Kincaid, baby, coming in. We need him to get a sack to tie that school record, but we'll take that great pursuit
Scratch
defense.
that. It was actually Xavier
come on.
Albertson.
Got me on. Xavier coming up.
Coming around
hey, man,
the
I'm not even going
outside
to try to recover.
for a loss of one to Peyton Prestito. Sorry. So
I followed your lead.
scratch that. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Monarchs. Good chase down from Albertson. Keep it at 2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Pirtle in the pistol. Octavian Pirtle steps back. Look it. Going to throw the wide. See with the running back screen. That one's Ira Cooper, and he's going to get absolutely nothing. Juked through one Bulldog defender and then was tackled, I believe. They're on the stop for North Platte.
Number 69,
Carter Butterfield on the stop for the Bulldogs on that 2-yard pass to Ira Cooper. And with that, it's a 3rd down and 8 for Papillion-LaVista. So here we go. 3rd down and a
Let's get a stop
long
here.
8. 12 seconds left on the play clock. 9 seconds.
hurry.
Yeah, they are going to have to hurry.
Saw
They
it.
already
He
have
just saw
one
it.
delay of game penalty already. 3 seconds. Pirtle gets the snap. Play action pass rolling. He's going to have to throw it across his body. He's able to find Peyton Prestito, and Prestito will be tackled out of bounds. Caleb Kincaid so close to that sack, but that's going to be a 3 and out here.
Yeah, a great play by Pirtle, though. All kinds of pressure. 2 Bulldogs there. His own guy being pushed back into him and still delivered the pass. That was a great play by the quarterback.
But the Bulldogs with a huge stop. Now it's 4th and 5 with Colton Tilford deep to return with onward to punt coming Ethan Watkins. Bulldogs stopping the Monarchs coming out of the half. That's a high snap, and Watkins able to get off a boomer. Heading towards the 25, will bounce and take a really great Monarch bounce. Still rolling, and will finally be stopped at around the 7-yard line. Great punt coming in on the side of Papillion-LaVista, and that'll start the Bulldogs deep inside their own territory at the 7-yard line. Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today. Another round / Rivers Edge Golf Course. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks. 1st and 10 for North Platte, their first offensive possession coming out of the half. They lead 21-7. Johnson under center with Brock Robley right behind him. To the far side, Landon O'Brien in the slot. Robley off that left side, trying to bounce it around to the outside. He'll cut back upfield, run into his own player, but gets stopped after maybe a 2-yard game. Maybe they just give him 1.
Yeah, worked hard for 1 yard, too, did Brock Robley. Nothing going. Great defense by the Monarchs.
Robley will pick up just 1, 2nd down and 9. Well, correction, 2nd and 2. They gave him a generous spot. 2nd and 2 for the Brock Monsters, 2nd and 8. 2 wide receivers to the far side, Kincaid and Landon O'Brien. Tilford to the near side in the tight end position. Now, again, the wing formation as always for North Platte. Johnson under center. Tilford in motion. Johnson pitches it to Tilford. He's going to bounce around the outside, tries to break through one tackle, cuts upfield. He'll get a lot of effort again for just a 3-yard pickup from Colton Tilford. Had some good momentum, but was slowed down by many Papillion-LaVista Monarchs. And with that, 3rd down and a long 4.
That brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 4 for North Platte.
Come on, got to get this.
Their 13-yard line. Bulldogs need a 1st down at the at the 17-yard line. 13 seconds on the play clock. Johnson's going to get the sign in from the sideline. Johnson with Tilford in motion. Brower's going to get it on the near side, has a blocker. He's at the 20, cuts upfield, 25, 30, down the sideline, 40, 45, 50, and down at the Monarchs' 45-yard line. Hayden Brower on the jet sweep He's going to pick up a big old gain of 32, and with that, a first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, all kinds of blocking out in front of him, man. The one that laid the initial block, Landon O'Brien, called his name several times on great blocks tonight.
Great patience, though, from Brower as well to let the blocks get set up in front of him so he can get down on the sideline and get a big pickup inside Monarchs territory. Robley off the right side, rumbling his way forward. He'll be picked up and pushed back after a gain of 2 to the 44-yard line of the Monarchs. Make it second down and 7 following the 3-yard pickup. 7:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs lead 21-7, but are now driving down the field, wearing and tearing down this Papillion-LaVista defense. Football. Power I formation. Robley in the fullback position with Tilford in at running back. Brower in motion. The pitch out to Tilford. Tilford trying to bounce it. Going to cut up field. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage after he breaks one tackle.
Something out of nothing. Almost did end up losing one, but still could have lost a lot more. Great second effort by Tilford.
Yeah, Tilford loses one. It's third down and a long 9 now for the Bulldogs. Inside Papio territory at the 45. One wide receiver to the far side is Landon O'Brien with Kincaid in the slot on the near side. Clock at 18 seconds on the play clock, 6:45 left to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs eking away at the clock, but would love a first down here to keep the drive alive. Robley in at running back. In motion comes Brower. Robley. Fumble on the play, and there it goes again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think Papillion got it.
Another fumble for North Platte. And with that, picked up on the side of Papio. And that drive will end there with another fumble for the Bulldogs.
It looked like Paxton. There was confusion coming in on the play call between Coach Altig and quarterback Johnson as they were looking at each other till about 9 seconds left on the play clock. I got to believe somebody didn't know what was happening. It didn't look like Robley was even ready to receive that football.
That is what game are we in, Scott Carlson? Number 8 on the year. That's the 9th. In 9 games, they have fumbled 9 times in those games.
Not a good
And
start.
now Papio will start at their own 49-yard line as Prestito's going to bounce and get to the 50. Up the field he goes. He'll get a first down inside Bulldog territory now to the 43 following the 13-yard pickup from Peyton Prestito. Not what you love to see.
Right, Prestito just continues to run strong. Been very productive all night long.
Bulldogs need to shake off that fumble.
Yeah,
Still got a game ahead of them and absolutely need to lock it down here. 2-possession game. 3 wide receivers set. Pirtle. Hands off to Prestito up the middle. Hard runner into the open field at the 30. Bounces to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5.
Short.
Not going to make it. He's going to be out at the 2-yard line. But that is a huge pickup of 40 yards from Peyton Prestito to make it first and goal at about the 1-yard line inside Bulldogs territory.
Yeah, just hits those holes so quick, does Prestito, and explosive speed once he saw the open field in front of him. Great saving tackle there, but huge run.
First down and goal at the Bulldog 3-yard line. 2 wide receivers on the field, an extra tight end in. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Pirtle in at quarterback in the pistol. Pirtle to Prestito at the middle. He's going to reach in, and he might be short. He's going to be a half-yard short, it looks like. VAR judge marks him short. He'll pick up 2 yards, Peyton Prestito, but he's going to be maybe a yard short. He will be exactly 1 yard short. So second down and goal to go at the 1. The Monarchs threatening to score with the Bulldogs up 21-7 with 5:28 left to go here in the third quarter. Pirtle in the pistol. Hands it off to Prestito. Up the middle.
Nice.
He gets stuffed, but
might have pulled him into it.
It's going to be heck close. They're going to say the forward progress is going to put him at the half-yard line. Third down and short on the no gain from Peyton Prestito.
Almost pulled him into the end zone.
Third down and 1 for the Monarchs, threatening to score with 4:55 here in the third, trailing 21-7. Two wide receivers to the far side. Into the I formation. Pirtle gonna run his way forward. He'll get enough for the touchdown. That is a 1-yard touchdown run coming in from Octavian Pirtle. And with that, it is now a 21-13 game.
Good battle, though, by the Bulldogs defense. A tough task, though, to hold them 1 yard 4 times. Got to give a little credit, but a great offensive play set up by that huge run by Prestito.
Yeah, Prestito with the big 40-yard touchdown run following the fumble from North Platte inside Monarchs territory, as up comes Ethan Watkins to attempt the extra point to push this lead now down to a 1-score game. The kick is up, and it is down through the uprights. Good. It's now 21-14. North Platte still up top. We'll take a timeout. We can come back. More second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Attention all hikers, hunters, mountain bikers, fishermen, and off-road enthusiasts. Tired of sleeping on the ground with no amenities? Want a trailer of decent size so you can get off the beaten path? Larry's RV in North Platte is excited to bring in a new line of outdoor trailers that can go wherever you want and give you comforts as well. Sunray and Sunlight Travel have a gross weight of 3,500 pounds and can be towed by smaller SUVs and are equipped with refrigerators, furnaces, stoves, and air conditioning. See the Sunlight and Sunray trailers today at Larry's RV in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Bauer Field. Bulldogs still leading 21-14. Papillion-LaVista, though, scoring the touchdown off of the Caden Johnson fumble inside Monarch territory. Still a one-possession game. Bulldogs most certainly need to score on this drive.
Taking advantage of mistakes, capitalizing on the errors is what it's all about. Yeah, Dogs need to get a little momentum, a little confidence back here with a good possession.
Need to erase that turnover from their heads and keep trudging forward, because they were absolutely driving on the Monarchs last time out. Now need to continue that on. 4:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Ethan Watkins up to kick. It's going to be a boomer, a short one actually. It's going to bounce at the 15, picked up by C.J. Johnson, 15, 20. Down the sideline, and it'll be pushed out of bounds around the 25-yard line. We're going to see where they mark them. Mark them at the 23, and that's where North Platte will start its second drive of the second half. Scott, I know it's maybe a little too early to put on life or death, but how important is it for the Bulldogs to bounce back on this drive?
I just think it's important just to get a little, like I said, confidence and momentum back. Obviously, the fumble led to points for the Monarchs. The Dogs can't let that get to them, like you said, and Carl just said over here, got to recover.
Johnson hands it off to Robley. Up the middle, he's breaking through some tackles. A strong run from the Brock Lobster himself. Looks like a pickup of 6.
Number 59 in on the tackle.
Going to mark him there. Pickup of 5 yards. Correction from Brock Robley. 2nd and 5 now for North Platte. Again, game plan. Eke away as much clock as you can.
Amen.
To limit the offensive capabilities of the Monarchs. Johnson under center. In motion comes Brower. Robley, left side, pushing upfield, has some daylight, still going, and is brought down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards from Brock Robley. A huge Bulldog first down, and now they are rolling at their own 40.
Yeah, needed that. Need to get a little confidence back in your running game, a little confidence back in that quarterback to running back exchange.
So now 1st and 10 at their own 40. Wide receiver to the far side, Landon O'Brien. Johnson under center. Tilford thought about in motion. Robley off the right side. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great up front penetration coming in on the side of Papillion-LaVista. Jace Wheeler first on the scene for the Monarchs. They're going to say he didn't get anything. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really been tough running in the middle of the field. If you think about it for the Bulldogs, that success has come when either Brock has gone to one side or the other, or we've seen Tilford or Brower on the outside. But good defense, tough defense in the middle.
2nd down and 10 at the Bulldogs 40. Johnson under center. 3:27 left to go in the third quarter. Tilford in motion. The fake pitch. Joseph
he's got
going
him.
deep down the field.
Come
wide
on,
open
baby.
lane.
Yes, sir.
O'Brien, 20, 15, 10.
Woo-hoo.
5 into the end zone. The first passing touchdown for Caden Johnson this season. And it is a 50-yard reception from Landon O'Brien. North Platte takes another extension of its lead. It now leads 27-14.
Yeah, hit him in stride. Just a beautiful strike thrown by Johnson right into the waiting, cradling arms of O'Brien. I love it.
And with that, again, 27-14 with Luke Borges up to kick the extra point. It is up. And it is through the uprights. North Platte now leading 28-14. We're going to step aside and come back. More second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch, free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments. Where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs now leading 28-14 following the 50-yard TD pass to Landon O'Brien from Caden Johnson. He's 2 for 2 on the day for 61 yards. Borges' deep line drive kick. Going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag. That is not a good kick from Luke Borges, and with that, Papillion-LaVista going to start in excellent field position to start their third drive.
Yep, not what you want to do. Give them easy field position.
Should start him at, I believe, the 40, if I remember correctly. Maybe the 35. I'm trying to see here. Going to be the 35-yard line is where they'll be starting on this drive. Not as dire as I thought, but still more field position for the Monarchs, who have shown that they are able to drive on this Bulldog defense.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and had a lot of success through the air. It's kind of one of those hold your breath moments every time you see him drop back to pass, because Pirtle's throwing some strikes.
Pirtle in the pistol. 2 wide receivers on the near side, one to the far side. Pirtle going to play action. Roll now to his left. Look at good coverage, but coming back for a nice strike to Isaac Gonzalez. Pirtle's throw good, a pickup of 12. And that is another first down for Papillion-LaVista. 11 of 16 today for Pirtle. And with that, a 12-yard pickup. He goes. Total of 111 passing yards for Octavian Pirtle. Prestito up the middle has it. Some more open daylight, but there's tackled around the knees. I believe Carter Butterfield. Scratch that, Xavier Albertson there on the tackle. With that, a pickup of 4. Now it's second down. Second down and 6. Now at the 50-yard line for the Monarchs. They trail 28-14 with 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter. 3 wide receiver set. Pirtle in the pistol with Prestito behind him. Pirtle steps back. Play action. Down the middle, wide open man, and he's going to be kept alive at the 35 and brought down at around the 20. That is Eric Ingwerson. That is a big 30-yard pickup for the tight end. And with that, another first down, and inside the red zone of the Bulldogs are the Monarchs.
Yeah, just nobody covering him, and then the huge player when you put him up against, I think it was Jackson Creel that tried to tackle him first, and he just stepped right through it.
It was Colton Tilford.
Yeah, was it Tilford?
Tilford on the attempted tackle. So first and 10,
big.
up the middle comes Prestito, trying to bounce around the outside. He cuts forward, and it'll be brought down. Oh, he's holding on to his knee there. Uh-oh, that was actually, scratch that. Braylon Morton took a nasty hit to his knee, and he is down on the field in quite a bit of pain. So with that, an official's timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. We come back. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
First State Bank is your local bank that offers everything in one place. Banking, savings, mortgages, and loans. Why go anywhere else when you can come to us? We can help you through all walks of life. Buying your first home, kids savings, purchasing a new car, and even retirement. We have you covered. Stop in to see what First State Bank, your local bank, has to offer. First State Bank on the corner of Willow and Rodeo Road. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Bauer Field. Injury timeout on the field for Braylon Morton. Papillion-LaVista took a really bad shot to the knee, and it looked like it was serious because he held on to that right away, and he got right back, and he's walking off under his own power. So that is great to see. That is not a ligament injury. So with that, the Monarchs will continue on their offensive drive now at the Bulldogs' 15-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, hopefully just a hyperextension or something. That's always scary as a player when you feel that knee hurt because first thing your mind goes to is an ACL or something that's going to ruin the rest of your season.
3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol for Pirtle. Steps back. Going to hand it off to Prestito. Up the middle, bouncing around, and he's just going to waltz easily in for an end zone touchdown run. Man, Peyton Prestito with the moves, waltzes in for a 15-yard touchdown run, and it's now back to a 1-score possession. At the moment, it's 28-20.
Yeah, just a Mack truck size hole there for Prestito to run through. Nobody even laid a finger on him.
As we're getting ready for that kick, get into that fun formation as they'll now get set up for the field goal unit. That was a 6-play drive starting at their own 35-yard line, resulting in a 15-yard touchdown from Peyton Prestito. The kick, short one, is up, and it's through the uprights, good for a field goal. It is 28-21 here at the moment. We'll step away and come back. More action here as we get close to the end of the third quarter. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
With 35 years of professional service, JC's Auto Wash provides that fast and efficient service to keep your car clean. This fall, protect your investment with the original soft cloth wash and hand dry that JC's Auto Wash prides themselves on. Have you gotten your oil changed recently? Don't forget the Quick Lube at JC's, offering the fastest oil change in North Platte. Make it your one-stop shop. Oil change and get your car cleaned up before Old Man Winter shows up. JC's Auto Wash on the corner of G and Dewey in North Platte. 35 years strong.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. Bulldogs leading 28-21 over the Monarchs following the 15-yard Peyton Prestito touchdown run, as it's going to be picked up by C.J. Johnson at the 15. Going to bounce around. He's going to stay up and be tackled around the 20, maybe 19-yard line. And gets to the 20-yard line. And with that, that's where the Bulldogs will start for this drive. Scott Carlson, 50 seconds left. What do they need to do here
hey, you
to end
got
out the half?
Better answer back. They're having a heck of a time stopping Petito, and that's worrisome. That means, hey, if you're going to go tit for tat, you're the one sitting here with the lead. That means you got to answer with some points on the board right here. Come on.
So here we go with 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The pitch up the middle. Robley has some distance, pushing his offensive lineman, and will get to around the 30-yard line. They'll mark him a yard short. That's a 9-yard pickup for Brock Robley. And with that for the Bulldogs, it's a 2nd and 1. Good patience from Brock Robley. And with that, a 2nd and short for North Platte. So, as we're waiting for the play call, 19 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. I think North Platte might be just going to run the clock out here to end quarter number 3. And with that, that is how the third quarter will end. Bulldogs lead 28-21 as they are looking to drive down the field and answer back following the Papillion-LaVista score. When we come back, more action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
The Blizzard Ball fundraiser for the NP Ice skating rink is happening November 5th at the Prairie Arts Center at 7 p.m. Tickets are $75 per person or $125 per couple. Tickets are available at the Chamber, Sandhills PT, or Gateway Realty. Join in on an evening of food, fun, drinks, dancing, and prizes. The NP Ice mission is to introduce, offer, promote, and train ice skating, ice hockey, figure skating, and other ice sports with the objective to develop community support for an indoor ice arena.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs leading 28-21. They're going to start at the 29-yard line, facing a 2nd down and 1. Johnson under center. Robley off the left side, pushes his way forward. He'll get enough for the first down, and then some. A strong pickup of 4 from Brock Robley, and a first down for the Bulldogs.
Baby. Had to jump around.
And kill a fly.
The mosquito, dude.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Mosquitoes were like, hey, it's 78. I'm going to come out and give somebody West Nile.
And it was going right for you.
It was.
So it is 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs' 37-yard line. In motion comes Tilford. A pitch off to Robley, who cuts upfield, plows through a man, is finally brought down after a pickup of around 6, maybe 5 yards. We'll say 5-yard pickup. And with that 2nd and 5, Brock Robley running over people and keeping this drive healthy for the Bulldogs. Correction, that's a 6-yard pickup from Brock Robley. 2nd and 4 for North Platte. They still lead by 7 over Papillion-LaVista, looking to answer following the Monarchs' score last possession. Under center goes Johnson. Motion comes man. Robley going to keep it. Busting his way up the field, and he'll fall forward to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 7, and another first down for North Platte.
Yeah, tough run. I tell you what, Papillion-LaVista is not making anything easy for the Dogs. They're earning every yard they get.
So now here we go, 1st and 10 at the 45. For North Platte, they're slowly but steadily driving their way up the field. So here we go. Johnson under center. 3 tight ends set. In motion comes Tilford. Robley trying to bust his way up, but immediately is blown up on the play by Josh Robles. They're going to say Robley lost 2 yards on that carry. And with that, 2nd down and 2. One of the few times the Bulldogs have been stuffed up front.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you what, great penetrating defense there. 4 white jerseys wrapped around Brock Robley.
So now second and along 12 yards as Landon O'Brien checked in. He's now in the slot for the Bulldogs. Jones under center with Brock Robley. 10-11 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead by 7. Johnson under center. Tilford in motion. Single eye formation. The pitch to Tilford. Tilford going to try to cut up field. He'll get close to the 50-yard line, so he'll scavenge back a couple of yards.
Yep, Isaac Palmer on the first one there. And tell you what, the Monarchs ready for it that time. Had a whole bunch of white jerseys over there. Good blocking, but just too many white jerseys versus black.
Third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Landon O'Brien to the far side. Hayden Brower in at the tight end behind Kincaid. Robley set up in the single eye formation behind Johnson. As the play gets called, 13 seconds left, under 10 minutes to go. Johnson. Motion Tilford. Stepping back, looking to throw. Going to throw it to a wide open man, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted on the play. A poor throw from Caden Johnson trying to force it into Landon O'Brien, and with that, the second turnover of the night for the Bulldogs on the INT, and that'll start the Monarchs looking to tie the game up at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, and just tell you what, right idea, I guess you can say, but just way underthrown by Johnson. Obviously tried to loft it into his receiver, but nobody there.
Didn't have a lot of time. The pocket was collapsing. Forced one in there, a poor misjudgment. And now Papillion-LaVista looking to tie the game up. 3 wide receivers on the field, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. In motion comes a man. And hand up the middle to Prestito, who hurdled over his own defender. That's a pickup of 5 yards from Peyton Prestito. And with that, second down and 5.
Yeah, just tell you what, Prestito's shown us his athletic ability all night long, got some speed, and now we see some hops.
Pirtle looking to get the play call in. Now at the 45-yard line of the Monarchs. Bulldogs still lead by 7, 28-21, but that interception not what they needed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and they've had a lot of trouble with Prestito, so they're focusing that. Watch out, don't get too focused on the run.
Prestito up the middle, has some open daylight. He's going to break through one tackle, get to the 50, and fall forward enough for the first down, it looks like. They're going to say it is enough, a pickup of 6 from Peyton Prestito. That's a first down for Papillion-LaVista.
You just see it, though, big success. Obviously, they're comfortable with Prestito because it's working, but they don't want the Bulldogs to get lulled to sleep and have them bust one of those big passes on us here.
So first down and 10 at the Bulldogs' 49-yard line as the Monarchs have breached into their territory. Still 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Pistol formation for Pirtle. Pirtle steps back. Delayed handoff up to Prestito, who breaks through another tackle and gets close to the 40-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short, maybe 3, a pickup of 7 for Peyton Prestito, and he's just gashing this Bulldogs defense.
Oh, Pete, just continue. He's got to be, if you just take the last 2 possessions, averaging about 6 yards per carry, and I tell you, the Dogs got to find an answer.
Second down and 3 now at the 42-yard line of North Platte. 7:49 left to go here in the ball game. Still 3 wide receivers on the field. Pistol for Pirtle. Pirtle. Delayed handoff. Play action up the middle. And it's going to be caught. What a very close play from Tilford as catching it for a first down and then some. A pickup of 12 to Eric Ingleson. And with that, another first down for the side of Papillion-LaVista.
Yeah, like you said, Tilford right there, but Ingerson just the big body and able to get the inside position. That was going to be a hard battle for Colton to win.
62 total yards for Ingerson from passing, 166 from Octavian Pirtle. Pistol formation again, 3 wide receivers. Prestito in at running back. Pirtle gets the snap. Going to hand it on off to Pirtle. Around the outside it goes, delayed. He's going to cut upfield, and he's going to hit his own defender and fall down. And with that, a pickup maybe of 6 from Peyton Prestito. We'll actually say 5 yards on the carry from Prestito. Actually, correction, even 4 yards now, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, but again, looked like the Bulldogs had a chance to get him right at the line of scrimmage and just able to burst past that first line of defense and make it positive.
Pistol formation again. Prestito, the running back, with Pirtle. Gets the snap. Prestito up the middle. He's going to be brought and spun down maybe for a gain of 2. They're going to say 4 on that carry yet again, so second down and 2 yards to go for the side. Correction, second and 3 from the 3-yard pickup for the Monarchs. Now third down. So 3rd and 2. They're threatening to get another first down here. Slowly eking the clock away, though. 6:19 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Come on.
Bulldogs lead marginally, 28-21.
4 down territory likely.
Most certainly. Pistol formation. Pirtle and Prestito. Pirtle steps back. Check down throw. It's going to be caught on the far side. That one by Isaac Gonzalez.
Careful,
enough for the first down.
Careful.
That's a pickup of 3 yards to Gonzalez.
Not the time you want to get a stupid extracurricular activity penalty here.
So, yep, 1st and 10 with 5:57 left to go.
The result of the pass completion will bring up
So
a
now,
first down,
here
10 yards
comes
to go for the Monarchs.
the Monarchs at the Bulldogs' 18-yard line, driving down the field, 5:51. Prestito up the middle, gets enough for the first down, into the secondary, and he'll fall at around the 5-yard line. A pickup of about 12. And with that, it's now 1st and goal at the 7-yard line for the Monarchs. Just brutal, this second half run defense.
No answer for the running game by the Bulldog defense. They've really just dismantled them. Haven't really had to throw the ball. It's been a choice when they've done it.
First down and goal at the 7-yard line. Pistol formation, Pirtle. Hands off to Prestito. He bounces inside, and he's going to waltz his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That's a 7-yard touchdown run coming in from Peyton Prestito, and now we are 1 point away from being tied.
Yeah, just I tell you, you saw it kind of starting to happen at the end of the first half where he just, Prestito just started running all over us, and he has not stopped.
Has not stopped at all, and it's just been all Monarchs here in the second half. Even though the Bulldogs got that 1 touchdown to Landon O'Brien, it's just been 3 touchdowns back to back to back on the side of the Monarchs. They're going for 2 to take the lead. Prestito, Pirtle's going to have it on the play action to the end zone. He's wide open for a touchdown.
Dang.
It's 28 now, 29 as the Monarchs take the lead.
Why not? The short passing game has been there all night long, and your back, Prestito, has been averaging 5-6 yards a carry in the second half. I like it. You got to force North Platte to score, and so far here in the second half, North Platte not been able to move the ball.
Thank you again to our premier sponsors for today, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. Meet your friends or bring the family and enjoy the Pizza of the Month, daily specials, wings, and more at Dave's Place, as well as Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, Juanita, Bassett, Valentine, Harrison, Alliance, Arthur, and Hyannis. Go to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. Bulldogs now trail by 1 point, 29-28 with 5:06 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Scott, it's not all bad news, though, because the Bulldogs, 4:32 left in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs have shown that they can drive down the field slowly and steadily. They just have to not commit any turnovers, which have been the bane of their existence tonight, and a momentum loss of down.
Right, you don't want to go into panic mode, like you said, but a little concerned that it's been a lot tougher for the Bulldogs to move the ball here in the second half. So far, you got to say the halftime adjustment battle's gone to the Monarchs.
Yep, and it's kind of like shades to the first couple of games where the second half went to the other team compared to the Bulldogs, who didn't make too many adjustments.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go.
As Watkins' kick is drifting towards the sideline, and it's going to fall out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will start at the 35-yard line. And that actually might be a little bit of a blessing for North Platte as they'll start in better field position with 4:32 left to go.
Take advantage of it.
Now it's just, can you protect the football? Has been their struggle all night long. A fumble, 2 fumbles, 1 recovered, 1 lost, and then an interception from Caden Johnson Now the Bulldogs with 4:32 left to go, looking to win this game on the last drive, just like they did against Scotts Bluff all that time ago. Win, and the Bulldogs will host a playoff game next week at home. Lose, and they'll be put up to fate to decide if they'll play on the road or at home. Johnson under center. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Robley off the left side. Cuts upfield. He's going to get a good solid chunk, maybe 4, maybe 5. We're going to say 4 yards from the Brock Lobster himself. Second down and oh my good heavens. Second down and 6, actually. Picked up 6 yards on that carry. Brock Robley putting the team on his back there and getting 6 yards. 4:12 left to go now. Bulldogs have been very strong in terms of running the clock, but also driving down the field. Loading the box are the Monarchs. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Tilford in motion. Robley off the right side. Going to push his way upfield. He'll get enough for the first down. And with that, a 5-yard pickup for Brock Robley. Another first down.
Yep, keep doing that. Just back to the basics. I tell you what, the trench battle in the first half definitely went to the Bulldogs. We have another Monarch.
Monarch down on the field.
Second half trench battle so far, though, has gone the way of Papillion-LaVista. And there you go. You saw a great open hole from the Bulldog offensive line there.
So with that, we'll take a break here in the fourth quarter with 3:53 left. Papillion-LaVista leads 29-28 over North Platte.
If you'd like to start feeling better today, physical therapy can get your health back on track. This is Dr. Chris Kroll at Kroll Clinic Physical Therapy, and our mission is to serve you by equipping you with the power to reclaim your health. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain, acute injury, or following surgery, we take great pride in helping you return to the activities you love. Kroll Clinic Physical Therapy.
Papa Murphy's celebrates National Pizza North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bowerfield. Bulldogs trailing by 1, 29-28 to the Monarchs. First down in 10 at the Bulldogs, 46. The pitch out to Colton Tilford in the I formation. Cuts upfield. He's at the 45-40 and around to the 35. Yes, Colton Tilford with a burst of speed picks up 25 yards. That's a first down for North Platte, and they are in motion with 3:44 left to go.
Just calm down, though. Don't get excited and frantic and make a mistake. Play your game.
So here we go, Bulldogs driving. They're picking up the momentum right where they left off following that interception. 3:37 as the clock keeps ticking away. They trail by 1. Robley in at running back. Motion comes Tilford. Robley, right side, gets stuffed immediately, but he'll at least fight back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 1. There on the stop, Josh Robles again. Robley might have picked up 1. Yeah, he's going to get 1.
Robles having a pretty good night there in the middle, and right there, like you said, to meet Brock Robley, stood him straight up.
So here we go, 2nd and 1 for North Platte. The pitch out to Tilford. Open field 30, going to the 25-20, and he'll step out of bounds and around the 20-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of the 22-yard line. Another pickup of 14 for Colton Tilford, and that is a first down, North Platte.
Yeah, I saw the setup for the block in the back coming, but good disciplined play here on the right side.
So clock stops at 2:55 left to go in the fourth quarter, as Johnson's waiting for the play call to come in. Slow. Waste as much clock as you can. Now we're ready. Robley in at running back. In motion comes Brower. The fumble on the field, and then Johnson again jumps on it. Oh, man, I swear I'm losing 20 years of my life sometimes on these fumbles. With that, a huge loss of about 5-6 yards. Scott's already got some gray hairs growing. You don't want any more on his body.
Man, they have to bust out the Just for Men.
a little too young for that one at the moment. So here we go again. It's 2nd down and about 16 for North Platte. With 2:06 left to go, they trail by 1. Johnson has Tilford in motion. O'Brien on the end around. He's going to bounce to the outside. Has some distance. He's at the 25 and out of bounds and around the 10-yard line.
No horse
How about have yourself a game? Hayden Brower Brower going to get it to the, my good heavens, 9-yard line.
Come on.
Following the huge
Protect the football.
19-yard pickup. And with that, it's 1st and goal at the 9-yard line of the Monarchs with 1:41 left to go. This is actually the most methodical drive we've seen all season, and it couldn't come at a better time for North Platte. Coming off of an interception, able to bounce back and just drive on the Monarchs. Tilford in motion. Robley, right sides get tackled from behind and spun down. He'll lose 1, maybe 2 on the play. He's going to lose maybe 1. There on the stop, Octavian Pirtle.
Number 16, Pomeran with the tackle.
Actually scratched that. It was Isaac Pamaran there to pick him up. 2nd and goal at the 11 now. 1:30 left to go. Papillion-LaVista has not used a single timeout yet.
Both teams have them all. Hey, as you speak.
Well, speak of the devil, there's Papillion-LaVista using, Yep, Papillion-LaVista using their first timeout of the second half. I was about to say, I was like, wow, we're really getting down to it here. Bulldogs are in the red zone, and you're going to, 2nd and goal, and you're going to now burn your first timeout with 1:21 left to go. 1:24, correction.
I tell you what, it's you get nerve-wracked because we've seen the Bulldogs cough up the ball a couple times, and it's not good for an old man up here like me. But I tell you what, you're in a good situation right here. You know that really you just need a field goal. You got a pretty good kicking game. I think this well within the comfort zone. So don't do anything silly. Make the focus be protected.
Now this harkens back to the Scotts Bluff game where we were tied up with Scotts Bluff with a couple seconds left to go in the ball game. The Bulldogs went for it on 4th and goal. Do you see that here, or do you see them at least kicking the field goal since they trail by 1 instead of tied?
I think we see them kick the field goal. They brought on Court Steele onto their coaching staff to work with the kickers, and I tell you what, Court was a good one in his day, and you've seen the difference he's made. So I think you like it here.
2nd down and goal at
Hopefully don't need it.
That's what we hope. But 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs with 1:24 left to go in the ball game. They trail by 1, 29-28. Johnson under center with Robley right behind him. Motion, jet sweep to Tilford. He's going to bounce it upfield now. Cuts back.
Yes,
5,
baby.
10.
Yeah.
He's in for a touchdown. Bulldogs and Colton Tilford on the 11-yard TD run.
Yes, sir.
From Colton Tilford. They have now taken the lead here, and we don't even need to talk about a field goal. Scott Carlson.
The pressure off, baby.
It is 34-29.
Yeah.
The question becomes, you kick the field goal, you go for 2. We're looking like we're going for 2.
Going for 2, might as well.
Up by a score. Johnson under center with Brock Robley right behind him. Good push. Robley. Johnson pushes it. Tilford, he's in for the extra point.
Yes,
2
sir.
points are good. 36-29.
Yeah.
Bulldogs now retake the lead on that 7-play drive, going the distance in 65 yards. Bulldogs retake the lead 36-29 here in the closing stages of the ball game. 1:18 left to go. Scott Carlson again harkens back to the Omaha Westside game where Westside had a chance to come back and score on a last-second play. Monarchs had the same opportunity, and the scary part about it is the Monarchs in the second half have been driving all over North Platte, unlike Westside.
And I think Papillion-LaVista comfortable on the ground and in the air. They've had success any way you want it here in the second half. So, Dogs can by no means get comfortable here. They've got to play better defense than we've seen them play here so far.
1:18. You're hoping Luke Borges can pin them deep on this kickoff.
I was talking about Court Steele, and I looked down at him as I was saying that. He was taking deep breath after deep breath as he felt it coming maybe down to his kicker. Luckily, didn't have to worry about that.
Didn't have to worry, as now on comes Luke Borges to kick off, with the Bulldogs leading 36-29. Borges puts his hand up, and here it goes. It's a squib kick. It's going to bounce and bounce again. Be picked up at the 25, at the 30 now, and he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line to start off here. The potential last possession for Papillion-LaVista. 1:14 left to go. 36-29.
Come on.
2 seconds have come off
Play
the
some
clock.
defense. You're going to probably see that zone prevent defense here by the Bulldogs, just trying not to let anything behind them. But the thing you got to worry about is you go back to Dan Reeves' Broncos back in the day, is them just chipping away at 10, 12 yards down the field at a time as you're giving them space. So, boy.
Kenny the Jet Smith over there getting the team and the
Come
crowd
on.
pumped up. 1st and 10 at the 30. Pirtle in the pistol. Steps back, looking to pass 3 wide receivers. Look it. Stepping up. He almost gets sacked. He evades. He's going to throw it to a wide open man who steps out of bounds. That was a good play from Octavian Pirtle to keep it alive. Eric Ingleson there on the pickup of 7 yards. But on the good side,
We've
it wasn't
lost the
any better.
scoreboard again, I think.
Oh,
here.
no.
So
But that was a pickup of 8 yards for Ingleson. 9 yards. Clock stops, but at the same time, it wasn't a deep pass. Pirtle almost got sacked. 3-man rush. 3 wide receivers on the field. Pirtle steps back, looking to pass. Checking it down. Wide open man in the middle of the field at the 50.
That's what I was. He trapped that.
And they're going to call it incomplete.
Okay.
Wow. It is now 3rd down and 1 following the incompletion to Christian Valdez Fuentes. It's a 3rd down and 1 for Papillion-LaVista.
Goodness.
Clock is officially stopped at 57 seconds left. So 3rd and 1. Papillion-LaVista has 2 timeouts left in the docket as Kenny Smith still getting the crowd repped up. I love to see it. Pirtle hands it up. There is a wide open hole for Peyton Prestito. He'll get to the 50 and out of bounds. That's enough for the 1st down and a big pickup of 13.
Yeah, just smart play. Stop the clock, get out of bounds. And again, this is what I was talking about. They're getting decent gains here on every play. It's not what the Bulldogs want. Bulldogs obviously trying to keep everything in front of them. You don't want to keep it too far, though, and let them eventually work their way down. Still a lot of time left.
The Monarchs need a touchdown. A field goal won't do it. They need a touchdown and an extra point in a 2-point conversion. Scratch that. 3 wide receivers. Pirtle in the pistol. Steps back, looking to pass. Look it. Throwing it to the middle of the field. Caught at around the 40-yard line. Breaking through 1 tackle and finally brought down there on the reception. Akeem Ferguson. Actually, scratch that. It was Owen Bogitz there on the reception. With Eli Broman on the stop. That's going to be a pickup of 13 on that play. So now it's 1st and 10, and finally a timeout is called by Papillion-LaVista. A lot of clock went off there before the timeout came about. We're now at 35 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Oh, man, yeah. And I tell you what, this is what I was worried about, and exactly what Papillion-LaVista, that zone buster offense, just running routes 6-7 yards and chipping away at it. And tell you what, a lot of time, at 36 seconds, a lot of time when you're moving the ball like this. You have 1 timeout left if you're Papillion-LaVista. You get the clock stopped on 1st downs, or you're getting a 1st down or close to it on nearly every play. Tell you what, this is nerve-wracking.
It is quite nerve-wracking. It's at the 38-yard line of North Platte. Papillion-LaVista driving here, looking to win the game. As it's 35 seconds left, 1st and 10, Bulldogs lead 36-29. Again, it harkens back to Omaha Westside, where Westside had the opportunity to come back and win the game, but couldn't. This time, the Monarchs, who have just been all over North Platte here in the second half.
They've owned the second half, no doubt about it.
Looking to drive down the field. 38-yard line, 35 seconds left. Pirtle in the pistol. 3 wide receivers on the field. Pirtle steps back, looking to pass. Still looking. He's going deep towards the end zone in triple coverage, and he overthrows his intended target, who was Isaac Gonzalez. Holy moly, Pirtle with the arm just overthrew Gonzalez, who had a little bit of a step in the back of the end zone. But with that, a couple seconds off the clock, we're now sitting at 29 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, double coverage there, though, for the Bulldogs, so you liked it. If it came down to a battle, obviously way over the head, fortunately.
2nd down and 10 for the Monarchs. Octavian Pirtle in the pistol. 3 wide receivers on the field. 3 deep safeties. Prestito up the middle. He's going to get almost stuffed and will get
There we
stuffed.
go.
Oh, he actually keeps it alive,
on.
but finally will get
Wow.
brought down. But that actually helps North Platte as more time is run off the clock.
Timeout.
It's third and a manageable, maybe 5, maybe 6. A manageable 3rd and 5 now for the Monarchs with 20 seconds left, but that's actually the best case scenario for North Platte because they ran the ball. Prestito didn't get down immediately and shook some more time off the clock. I understand the situation of making it a 3rd and manageable, but shouldn't you have maybe have thought about going for a pass play?
I tell you what, you've seen your boy Prestito bust some runs, and obviously North Platte expecting the pass. So I think the thinking, you have a timeout left in your pocket, and so maybe take a chance to see if your back that's been amazing here in the second
but only
half.
5 yards though.
That's what's crazy.
That's the killer. It's not like he picked up a first down. Only got 5. It's 3rd and manageable.
But they were hoping he was going to bust one, knowing they had the timeout right away. The run not going to take a lot of time off the clock, so it was a risk in the Bulldogs' answer.
3rd down and 5. 3 wide receivers on the field. Octavian Pirtle in the pistol with Prestito behind him.
Keep it in front of you, boys.
3 deep safeties for North Platte in a soft man coverage. Pirtle gets the ball. Gonna short check down. It's off of his hands
Yes,
and
sir.
incomplete. That's
That'd
4th
matter.
down and 5.
Come on.
Costly mistake in the flat from Ira Cooper, who had it bounce off of his hand for an incomplete pass. And now with that, it's 4th down and the game on the line, 4th and 5.
Come on.
With 17
One
seconds,
play.
you can't run the football. If you run it, you have to clock it as quick as you can.
Get the first down and get up there quick. I mean, you got to get the first down. They're going to throw it. Watch out, that short little rollout.
Yep, that short rollout and a curl route might do it for that first down. Pirtle. And a timeout taken on the field by North Platte. Thank you again, though, to our premier sponsors for today, CT Computer Services. CT Computer Services has been your IT guy since 2005, supporting dozens of small business networks and hundreds of home users. Also, thank you to Premier Toyota. Stop in and test out all pre-used and pre-owned vehicles from North Platte Premier Toyota, just south of I-80. Premier Toyota, let's go places. 17 seconds, 36-29, Bulldogs lead. Scott, this is the highest scoring game. Oh, scratch that. Lincoln Northeast was the highest scoring game, but this is the second highest scoring game we've seen all season.
Definitely the highest scoring battle.
There you go.
I think that we've seen the Dogs in, and tell you what, they've answered here late. It was, as I said a little bit ago, the second half has been owned by Papillion-LaVista, no doubt about it, but the Dogs coming up with answers late. We've seen them do that a few times this season.
Huge 4th down and 5. Game on the line. 17 seconds left to go. Bulldogs get a home playoff game with a victory. Pirtle looking. He's going to the end zone. Triple coverage.
Oh,
and
my
it's in and out of
goodness.
the hands.
Yeah.
That is it.
No flags.
That is a
No dirty laundry.
turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Bulldogs will regain possession.
Playoffs at Power Field, baby.
38-yard line following the incompletion. And with that, a turnover on downs. Bulldogs lead 36-29 with 12 seconds. They just need to kneel it, and that'll do it.
Make plans to come to North Platte next week, Grandma.
North Platte getting another big victory, another grinding matchup as they are set to knock off Papillion-LaVista and improve to 6-3 on the year.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs here tonight are guaranteed, in my estimation, a first-round home playoff game with this victory.
Yeah.
In his first year, Kurt Altig brings the Bulldogs to an over 500 record, 4 wins in a row,
Yep.
and an home playoff game.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Coming on when it matters.
Scott Carlson says Bulldogs, after a tough second half, they just got run over, literally and figuratively, by Peyton Prestito and Octavian Pirtle.
Right.
Bounced back when it needed it the most, scored a touchdown following the pick from Caden Johnson, and get the 2-point conversion to defeat Papillion-LaVista 36-29. Scott Carlson, again, not the cleanest game that we've seen all season, but yet again, another showcase of how great this team is, specifically in the fourth quarter when they needed it the most, where all the struggles they saw throughout the second half were coming through. They bounced back and tightened it down when needed.
Yeah, it was just, I tell you what, they survived, I think, is what you can say about the second half, because they gave Papillion-LaVista every opportunity to beat them. They, made mistakes that we were worried about, because we've seen it kind of the last couple games come on. Simple little quarterback-center exchange problems, quarterback to running back exchange problems, and it bit the Dogs again, almost bit them hard, almost sent them to the emergency room for stitches. But I tell you what, they survived, and that's all that matters is what's on the scoreboard at the end of it.
They pick up the 36-29 victory over Papillion-LaVista and advance to 6-3 on the year. Papillion-LaVista falls to 4-5. Bulldogs, mathematically, in my calculations, will be hosting a first-round home game next Friday for the third year in a row. We'll step aside here on the Quick Stop and get you ready for the Quick Stop post-game show. When we come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Post.
Many people don't realize that they are not saving enough for retirement. Hi, my name is Mindy Borges with Equitable Wealth Management, and we believe that all of our clients deserve a comfortable retirement. Here at Equitable, we develop strategies to help our clients pursue their retirement goals. Let me help you. Come by and see me at Equitable Bank, 920 South Jeffers, North Platte, or call me at 532-3648. Securities offered through LPL Financial.
Equitable Bank. Want your business recognized where tens of thousands will see? The DNN Event Center is going digital. Become a valued sponsor of their nonprofit facility at gold, platinum, or diamond level and have your business appear on one of their new media screens today. The DNN is a locally owned nonprofit and the biggest event center in the western part of Nebraska, providing youth sports leagues for 3rd through 6th graders, able to host statewide sporting tournaments, space up to 70 pool tables, annual events, weddings, private celebrations, and very fundraiser friendly. The DNN Event Center.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
Let your friends at the UPS store help you out. You name it, the UPS store can handle it. It's a full printing store with custom printing, laminating, and personalized calendars. And the UPS store helps make document destruction easy. When it comes to office supplies, printing, packaging, shipping, incoming mail, and shredding, it's all in one place. Come see Melissa and her crew and let them handle it all for you. South of Walmart in North Platte.
Swift Auto Center. Go Dogs from Swift Auto Center of North Platte as you listen on KWOQ North Platte 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs pick up the crucial victory against Papillion-LaVista, 36-29, but it didn't have itself some rocky roads, as we might say itself. Bulldogs at one point were
Mike Crunch lights roll all
as
over.
He does.
Hey.
21-7. They led at halftime when we last talked. They come in and they defeat them, the Monarchs, 36-29. But really, if we bring it down to it, it was all Monarchs in the second half, and the Bulldogs, and you would agree with me, luckily got out with the victory here.
Yeah, I tell you, we were talking during the break, and I said I was singing the old Stick song, "Hold On, Baby, Hold On," because I tell you, my honest opinion, North Platte should have lost that game. They gave Papillion-LaVista a lot of opportunities, but they hung on. They played when it mattered, did what they needed to do when it mattered, and came out the victory. So like I said, a good team, that's what a good team does. Overcomes adversity, digs themselves out of the hole, And that's what the Bulldogs did.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. That's what a great team is known for, turning it on when it needed the most. Even with an interception, they were able to turn it on the Jets, come back, secure the victory, and secure by our calculations a first-round home matchup next week against to-be-determined opponent, which we'll know Saturday.
Yeah, should know tomorrow morning.
Should know tomorrow morning. Check out NorthPlattePost.com.
We may know tonight.
That's true. There's some math wizards out there that'll know.
Last year, as we were driving back from Columbus, as Columbus had just handed it to us, and we thought for sure we were going to play. We knew we were going to play Columbus in the first round. It was just a matter of where it was played. Well, we went to Columbus, final game of the regular season. They kicked our butts, man. So Kyle Laboria and I are driving back thinking, 100% we're coming back to Columbus, dude. We just drove all the way up here. Now we got to come back around. I pull up the PowerPoints, and boom.
There we are.
We are there ahead of Columbus in the PowerPoint. So Columbus, who had just whooped our butt, came here. And, man, it was exciting. So I think we'll know tonight.
We'll most certainly know tonight, but most certainly tomorrow. So check out NorthPlattePost.com
Paxton,
for
get on
all
tonight,
of those
buddy.
stuff. Oh, I will. I stay up. I'm a young feller, so I stay up late.
And a gamer.
Oh,
Drinking
yeah.
the game fuel.
Yeah, I don't drink the game fuel,
You
but
like regular Mountain Dew.
Well, I'm off the Mountain Dew now, drinking the
Good,
water.
good.
But Bulldogs pick up the victory 36-29. It is now time for our Clear Eye Focus Drive Summary. Clear Focus Eye Care Drive Summary of the second half. It started off with a punt for the Papillion-LaVista Monarchs. Again, Bulldogs at the half, leading 21-7. Coming out of the half, the Monarchs immediately had a punt on a 3-and-out. Great defense from North Platte to start it off, but fortunately they fumble it away on their next possession and give it right back to the Papillion-LaVista South Monarchs for a 1-yard touchdown run from Octavian Pirtle to put it 21-14. How did the Bulldogs bounce back? Well, how about this? A 50-yard touchdown pass to Landon O'Brien to put them up 28-14. And then bouncing back once again, we're getting into a seesaw slugfest as a 15-yard TD run from Peyton Prestito brought the game to 28-21, and then Caden Johnson on the ensuing drive throws an interception, allows for a 7-yard touchdown run from Peyton Prestito and an extra 2-point conversion to put the Monarchs up by 1. So how did the Bulldogs respond with 4 minutes left to go? They drive down the field for an 11-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run to put them up 36-29 with the 2-point conversion good. And then a turnover on downs deep in Bulldog territory as time expired, put the Bulldogs with the victory to advance to 6-3 on the year. We'll step away and take another break. We come back. It's time for our coach's interview right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Distinction is important. It helps you stand out from the rest. So why not establish yourself with exceptional personalization from Willow Creek Embroidery? Willow Creek Embroidery has moved to a new location with a bigger showroom and the same great service. No setup for new customers when ordering 12 or more apparel items. They can customize literally anything, and they are not just an embroidery shop. Promotional items, banners, cups, mugs, keychains, and even pens. Check out the new owner, Robert, and the crew at 1620 East 4th Street, Suite 120, right by the Garys. Larry's Glass would like to thank all of their valuable customers over the years for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass is a full-service glass company from car windows and storefronts to custom-cut glass, mirrors, and more. If you need glass, Larry's Glass has you covered. They take pride in their work with professional installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass on the corner of 5th and Vine, where they do glass and so much more.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here, Bowerfield. I am joined on our Willow Creek Embroidery post-game coaches interview by the victorious coach, head coach Kurt Altig. A little closer than I think you were won after going into halftime, up 2 scores, 21-7. Not the strongest second half showing, kind of hindered back to or harkened back to those early season plays where the second half really was all the opposing team running on all over you. But in the closing moments, when the team needed it the most, they bounced up, they scored a touchdown and just clamped it down.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of that first game of the year against Papillion South where, we couldn't get out of our own way, and then they just basically manhandled us up front, something that hasn't happened to us in quite a while. But, one thing's true about this team is, they have heart, and they're going to battle to the end. And luckily, you know, we've been in a few of these games this year. So we know how to go down and we know how to win. You know, and I don't know that we necessarily deserve to win that game. You know, when you turn the ball over, I think we had 4 turnovers. 3 for sure. Maybe we had the ball on the ground again, you know, and that's just something you can't do this time of year. You know, one of these times I'm going to be up here talking to you, and it's not going to have gone our way because we can't get out of our own way.
And it's not like, again, the ball's being punched out and it's a matter of just holding on better. It's just silly early season mistakes of just quarterback to running back exchanges, looking maybe a little too far ahead into the play itself and just letting the ball hit the turf.
Yeah, you know, we do a pretty good job at practice. We don't really have much on the ground there. Yeah, it's just, you know, inches and seconds here that that can be the difference. But, you know, Papillions, they're a pretty good football team. Their running back's real solid. We knew that coming in that he was going to be dangerous. We were hoping to be able to bottle him up a little bit more. But you know what? When it's all said and done, a win's a win, and you know we'll learn from this, and we're looking forward to what next week brings us.
That's right. Most likely a first-round playoff game at home with this victory. You got done. You took care of business, so you didn't have to worry about any of the logistics of the points projections and all the math being calculated. So that's a big comfort knowing that you'll be at home yet again, not having to go on a road into hostile environments, specifically when it really matters now in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, it's always nice to be at home. You know, I told the guys we probably should have a home playoff game, but, you know, I've been doing this long enough, and all you have to do is have a upset here or there and a team that should win that doesn't win and change a point here or there, so you never really know. You know, and that's something we'll have. I'm sure all the math wizards out there will be crunching numbers and Twitter will be blowing up. So, you know, we take 1 week at a time, and, you know, whoever that opponent is and wherever it is, we're going to come in and we're going to play Bulldog football and hopefully take care of the ball a little bit better and you know, play a little more physical up front.
Now, before we let you go, Coach, it's now time for our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. And that Money Player of the Game going to go to Colton Tilford today, 171 yards on 13 carries. He had himself an explosive night tonight, just not in terms of great blocks, but the vision that he saw on the field really was a difference maker because he didn't just, you know, go straight into the pile to try and gain something. He methodically wove his way through the defense on many occasions and got those extra yards that led to points.
You know, he's kind of, we have that little thunder and that lightning. You know, we'll hand it to 42, hand it to Brock, and he'll pound you up in the middle. Now he has the ability to take the distance, and he was close.
He was close
so many times, and then you know we bring it out to Colton, and you know he's a special player. You know, and he's got speed, and he's just an all-around good football player. And you know we have guys out there blocking their tails off for him, and you know what, he can make things interesting in a hurry.
They can. So that, of course, was our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, Colton Tilford. When Money Matters, talk to Marshall Doty and Mark Tillman, Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska, about professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Coach, again, thank you so much for coming in. Your 4th straight victory, making it into the playoffs, most likely hosting a first-round home playoff game. Super excited for that, and I'll see you next week for insert unknown opponent then on Friday night.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't get any easier. I told them in our meeting or our huddle tonight that, you know what, this is as easy as it's going to get. And each week it only gets better because now, you know, you only have the best teams in the state that you're coming to see. And you know, you got to bring your best performance each week.
That's right. Bring your best performance. That was head coach Kurt Altig here on the Quick Stop post-game show, and our coach's interview provided by Willow Creek Embroidery. New location and new owners. Check out Robert and the crew at 1620 East 4th Street, suite number 120, right by the Garys. Coach Ken, thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you next week for home playoff.
Hey, thank you very much.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin. Today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Your health is nothing to fool with. That's why when supplies are important, you should trust no one but the best. Great Plains Home Care Equipment features full home care outfits. All of the items you or your loved one will need for rehabilitation, including oxygen and respiratory equipment, whether it's for staying at home or for moving around. Great Plains Home Care Equipment, 600 East Francis Street, Suite 6 in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to the Quick Stop post-game show. Bulldogs pick up the 36-29 victory over Papillion-LaVista, guaranteeing, in our calculations, a first-round home matchup against insert unnamed opponent that we'll probably know either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Bulldogs 6-3 on the year. Papillion-LaVista 4-5. Scott, as you said, barely squeaked by with a victory, but that just keeps it more exciting as we get closer and closer. Well, not even closer and closer into playoff play.
Yeah, here we go. Regulars. It almost doesn't feel like it. I almost said when I was standing here listening to Coach Altig, I'm like, it doesn't feel like the end of the regular season to him, too, because he said one of these times I'm going to be up. Of course, hopefully that's during the playoffs. I fully expect that I was just, kind of looking briefly at the PowerPoints here. I don't really see anything we've heard of crazy that should change us being in those top 8. Of course, top 8 host the first round, and then you go from there. But, man, I tell you, it was important to win this one tonight for sure to at least give ourselves the best chance to host a playoff game.
Yes, it is. So with that victory picked up for the Bulldogs, they make it into the playoffs and potentially a first-round playoff game next Friday at home. We'll see you, though, on Monday night for district volleyball as North Platte High School will be welcoming in Omaha Bryan for the first round of district playoff play. That game starting at 6 o'clock, right? Excuse me, I think 5 o'clock. Correction, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. And as always,
really?
the live stream. Yep,
5
North Platte Post. Yep, 5 o'clock.
But to be hungry, not hungry when it starts and hungry by a second set.
Heck yeah. And with that victory, if the Bulldogs pick it up over Omaha Bryan, we'll travel down to Lincoln Southwest, where they will then be taking on Lincoln Southwest if they win, the number 1 team in the District A2 bracket. Then on Wednesday, the Knights will be hosting the Region 9 postseason tournament against Southeast Community College. That begins at 6 o'clock at McDonald Belton. We'll be there, Scott Carlson and myself, live FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. We'll then see you again on Friday for the Bulldogs taking on enter unknown opponent that we'll learn either tonight or tomorrow for playoff action starting at, of course, 7 o'clock as always, 6:30 pregame here on the Quick Stop pregame show. And then on Saturday, if the Knights win on Wednesday, they'll travel down to Columbus for the Region 9 Volleyball Championship against the Raiders. That'll do it here. It's now time for our Eeks Office Solutions final box score, and that box score is 36-29 Bulldog victory. The box score is sponsored by Eeks Office. For copies, furniture, or janitorial supplies, think Eeks and visit Eeks.com. Thank you so much again, Scott Carlson and myself, with Carl right next to Scotty C. We'll see you all on Monday for district volleyball play.